Hello. Hey, everybody. What is going on? Hey, Leafs fan. Hi, Nick. How's it going? Let's do on. Let's get our stream up for the game here. We see tons of ads and corporate logos on the ice today, as many as possible. Yeah. Alright, I'm just getting everything ready here. How do I feel about the perforated numbers Adidas uses on some teams? I am really not a fan of them. Like, for example, the ones that Columbus used to have, I really did not like those. I do like the ones that are on the Vancouver Canucks previous third jersey because they kind of made it look like it was like rain. That I like, but the ones where it's just perforated just to be perforated. I mean, I think Vegas also had it on their jerseys, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if they still do. But either way, I don't really like them a whole lot. Mike Babcock is expected to be the coach of the Columbus Blue Jackets based on his time in Toronto. Could be a mistake. I mean, just from what I hear overall, like, from everything that I hear about Babcock, I don't understand why an NHL team would want him back. Like, almost every single player has come out and said that they hated him as a head coach, so I don't know why you would bring him back. It doesn't make any sense to me. I really don't get it. Go Cats, go. I'm a very I think if I were to choose who I would go for, I think it would be Vegas. But I don't really care who wins, to be honest. I'm not, super hard against Florida. Not super against them. I have a hockey tournament next weekend while it's getting drafted. That's pretty cool. Because unfortunately Babcock does get results. Yeah, that's true. He does. I mean, you're right. And that is all they care about. But, like, I don't know, man. It's like, is it worth it to piss off your players? But the thing is, it's not like he got that good of results in Toronto. Like, not like they got bad results, but they didn't make it out of the first round. He was the coach, and he was the coach for, what was it? Well, it was the 2019-2020 season when he's got fired. And he got hired, was it 2016-17? I kind of remember when Babcock hired by Leafs. 2015. So, like, in, 4 years, he did make it out of the first round. I mean, now that is a Leafs team that was just kind of learning how to win. It was a young team, but still. I think Florida wins the Stanley Cup. Sergei Bobrovsky will win the Conn Smythe. I think if it wasn't for him, the Leafs would have beaten Florida. Yeah, I mean, they definitely would have not been a 5-game series. I mean, honestly, like, I wonder, like, how Florida would have done if, I mean, because, like, if they don't put Bobrovsky in net for Game 4 and Game 5, they're done, I think. Yeah, no worries, Josh. Have fun watching the game with your grandpa and dad. Saw the Stanley Cup in person a handful of times. It's one great thing to see. Yeah, that's fair. I don't think I have seen it. Actually, I know I have not seen it. Was with Maple Leaf fans and saying they'll get a king's ransom for Chicago, from Chicago for Marner. They forget we don't have Stambone. I mean, like I said, man, it's just I think it's because it's such like a popular thing, or like obviously right now specifically, because just so many Leaf fans want them to blow it up. But also at the same, it's very funny because, and I'll admit, I'm one of these people who wants the Leafs to blow it up, but at the same time, it's like they better get a lot for the players that they're trading if they do trade. Marner, for example, or Matthews if they do that. Like, they better get a ton back. But yeah, I think it's probably just more noticeable because of how many Leaf fans there are. But yes, Leaf fans can be very insufferable, for sure. Will you make a video on the Brad Treliving? See, I was thinking about it, but I've been pretty busy the past couple of days. Like, I just haven't had the time to make a video. So, like, I wanted to do it when it happened, and then I didn't really get the time to do it, so I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll wait until the press conference happened, and then I still haven't had time to watch the press conference, although I've kind of seen some quotes come out. But I still haven't watched the press conference, and then I wasn't able to do it last night either, so I don't know if I'm going to do it, to be honest. I feel like I've waited a little bit too long, in my opinion. So I don't think that I'll make a video on it, but basically my thoughts on Brad Treliving being the GM is I'm fine with it. Like, to be completely honest, like, I don't think Brad Treliving is an awful general manager. The big thing that people point to is the Tkachuk trade, which obviously it has worked wonders for Florida, and Calgary didn't really work so well this year. That being said, I don't really put that on Brad Treliving. I mostly put that on Daryl Sutter, who I don't think was Brad Treliving's choice. To me, it sounded like that it was more of a management thing, like the owners wanted Daryl Sutter and to keep him and everything like that. And I really do think that the Flames will have a bounce back year next season. I think they'll be fine. So like I like, because I mean, if you take a look at last summer, right? They literally called it, like, Flames fans called it the summer of Brad. Now, it turned into the winter of sad because they didn't do very well, but I don't put that on Brad Treliving. I really don't. I think he'll be a fine general manager. I think he was probably the best option that was out there. He's way better than Peter Chiarelli or Marc Bergevin. Like, I would much rather him than those other guys. I still think I probably would have preferred Kyle Dubas, but obviously, like, that ship is gone. Whatever, it sailed. Not like, you have to move on at that point. And I don't mind having them bring in someone with, fresh eyes. Like, I also am okay with that as well. So, like, overall, like, I'm kind of iffy about it. Well, I'll just wait and see, to be completely honest. I don't think it was an awful move. But I'm also not on the side of I think it was fantastic either. It's very, very funny that they're bringing in someone who, after struggling to get out of the first round, and they finally won, a first round, they fired that GM, and they bring in a guy who was also, his previous team has struggled to get out of the first round and only been into the second round, I think twice or maybe once in his time with with the Flames, like, because I think he had 9 seasons, and I think he was only in the second round once, or maybe twice. But it's very funny, nonetheless. Maybe the worst Stanley Cup jersey matchup since 2018. I am going to make a video about that. Also, hi Rick, by the way. I am going to make a video about jersey matchups. That was one thing that I also wanted to make a video of. But like I said, I've kind of been busy. I'm probably going to make a video about that hopefully tonight, maybe tomorrow night, or the next day. But yeah, I wanted to go ahead, because I've seen people say, like, this is the worst jersey matchup. Well, I saw a lot of people say this is the worst jersey matchup of all time. I very much disagree with that. But even just regularly, like, I personally really like this jersey matchup. So I wanted to go ahead. I'll do a video kind of ranking, basically all of the Cup jersey matchups for the past couple of years. You haven't seen angry Flyers fans? Yeah, that's true. I mean, Leaf fans are just like insufferable. I feel like they're not like, they're more like annoying. I feel like angry Flyers fans are maybe a little different. Brett Treeling said he's gonna fly to Arizona to talk to Austin Matthews about contract extension. I mean, yeah, he has to do that. I mean, he has to. Tree Living basically has to get that done, like ASAP. he has to get Matthews signed. That is his. I think I read that he said that was his #1 priority, and it should be. Austin Matthews is. It should be his #1 priority. Ones who belong the heck out of me, bashing my opinion, forcing me to like the person that acts it doesn't my favorite teams. Dang. But I feel bad for you, Rick. Sorry to hear that. '13 was the best jersey matchup final since 2010 Blackhawks and Bruins. OG 6 jersey matchup is always great. That is, I don't know if I would say it's always great. most original 6 matchups are pretty nice, but I wouldn't say they're always great. Holy smokes, Nick! Holy smokes! Yo, do I not have an alert for that? See, I put alerts. Oh, did I not put alerts on this screen? I tried making alerts at some point, and I didn't overly like how they came out, but I still wanted to put them on here, but I think I missed it. That's massive, Nick. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I think, if I remember how gifted members work, I think you gotta like click on the gifted things. So if you guys want a member, I think you gotta like click on the thing. I don't really know how it works, to be completely honest, but thank you so much, Nick. I very, very much appreciate it. Thank you. I will have a good stream. Go Knights indeed. Yeah, do what Nick said. Click the $, or accept the gifted member. Yeah. Yeah. Do what they're saying in chat. I've kind of seen it, but I still have no idea how it works. I've seen it in other channels, and I've still never, like, I don't know, it's always confused me. Part of me feels like Kyle Dubas is going to win the Stanley Cup with Pittsburgh before the Leafs do. That would be very funny if he does. That would be very, very funny. As a Blackhawks fan, we don't get original 6 matchups as often since we're the only original 6 team in the West. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. When did I open the membership option? I think it was about a couple of weeks ago. I think it was less than a month ago. Or maybe it's coming up on a month here. Been a little bit. But I guess I haven't really fully advertised it a whole lot. Just because, like, I mean, one thing I still don't love the badges. How they look. I still want to kind of get those badges looking a little bit better, to be completely honest. So, like, that's one thing, and I also wanted to kind of get the notifications going as well before I kind of worked on all that, but I don't know. I haven't really done it, I guess. I think the Blackhawks should be in Eastern Conference. Should be in the Eastern Conference. They're really close to Detroit. Plus, the Chicago Bulls are in the Eastern Conference. Yeah, I mean, it mostly just has to do with, like, I don't know, weird. Like, I'm not sure who else you would put in the West in for Chicago there. like trying to think. Like, I don't know. It's kind of tough to switch a team over. This isn't Columbus more east than Chicago. My American geography is not as great as it used to be. I used to be good at it. No longer, though. Conferences are best on time zone. Detroit and Columbus are in the Eastern specific standard time. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, like I don't know who you would switch. It's kind of tough. Kind of tough indeed. But if Vegas wins the series, do you think Aiden Hill could win the Conn Smythe? Well, I don't know if he could, just because like he's been really good, of course, but like I don't think he does. I just don't think he's played enough, because I mean I think he does have like 11 games at this point, which is like I guess a decent amount of the playoffs, but at the same time like he was also the backup for a little while, and the only reason that he's in is because of Brossoit getting injured, so I feel like it would be a difficult time to kind of vote for him as a Conn Smythe winner unless he just absolutely steals this series. Like, unless Hill, like, just is insane in this series, then maybe. But, like, for Vegas, I think it would be, like, Eichel or Stone, something like that. I would prefer the Blackhawks in the East, to be honest. How much reason I love the bubble? Ah, gotcha. If we were in the East, start times were great. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you, but it is kind of difficult. Like, unless you get, like, another team, like, unless you get Houston or Salt Lake City, and, like, maybe then you can make an argument, even though the divisions would still be kind of off. But then you can make an argument of maybe moving Chicago over, but, like, outside of that, I feel like it's tough. I think Aiden Hill is going to be a one-season wonder. See, I disagree with that, because I feel like he's already had good seasons. Now, obviously, I feel like, you know, he hasn't been this good, and obviously in the playoffs, like, I don't think Aiden Hill next season is going to be a starter in the NHL, but I think he'll go back to being a very good backup, which is what he has been for a while. Like, I feel like Aiden Hill has been a good backup for the past couple of years here. It is a little bit, he is playing probably better than expected, I would say, but in my opinion, he's definitely one of the better backup goalies. In my opinion, Vegas wins the series. Jonathan Marchessault will be the Conn Smythe winner. Yeah, that's definitely an option as well. Marchessault has been very, very good, basically since, I mean, he didn't have a very good round one. He only had 2 assists, but after that, he was good. He was very good. We're going to mute my sounds there as the game is starting. So game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals is here. And let me get my clock up. There you go. So Florida is in the offensive zone here early. As Pietrangelo is back, he'll play it up ahead, and Vegas will get it out. Yeah, no worries, Nick. No problem. Montour will lift it high to center. Oh, almost stolen away by Verhaeghe there. Shea Theodore, almost a really bad turnover, but he recovered. Eichel passes it back. Here's McNabb, feeds it in. Marchessault with a weak shot, goes off of Barkov into the corner. Verhaeghe trying to play it up the boards here. Now Ekblad fed up ahead, but it missed everyone. That's going to be an icing call against the Florida Panthers. Man, I really hate those Stanley Cup patches on the jerseys with the captains or alternate captains patch. It looks so bad. Stevenson to take the draw here. Loses it, and Ekblad will not clear it. It was held at the line by Stone, but now Barkov will take over, and Verhaeghe will play it in. So yeah, will be interesting. Ooh, Verhaeghe with a big hit on Haig. Feel like that was maybe a little late, but of course just trying to get his team in the series here. Mark Stahl shot from the sideboards, and that's stopped by Aiden Hill. So yeah, the Panthers are on playing for the first time in 10 days. It's been a very, very, I don't know why they waited so long for the finals to start here. I mean, maybe it had something to do with building availability, but it was kind of weird that they waited. Well, I guess probably building availability, and also they wanted to advertise the proper time and give some leeway there, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how well the Panthers kind of come out here with having that long of time to just rest up. There always is that discussion on whether the rest really fully helps you or not. Gudas has that poked away from him out front. Oh, and Carlson couldn't fully pull the trigger there. Carlson again, back to the point now. That shot goes wide. It looks like he was looking for maybe a tip or something. Now that's played back into the Vegas zone, and that will be an icing call against the Panthers again. 2 icings, not even 2 minutes in. So this is a really good forecheck there by Amadio. Poked free to Smith and fed out in front to Carlson, and it was a good back check. Oh no, I thought someone got a stick in there, but I think Carlson just kind of fanned on the shot. It just maybe bounced on him a little bit. Vegas wins the draw, but it went right through both D-men there. So it goes all the way back in their own zone. Can't really capitalize on that icing there. Chuck trying to get a big hit there, but Theodore was able to dodge it. Eichel in. Place it around. Barbashev forechecking here. Score prediction for me, 4-2 Florida. I'm gonna say 3-1 Vegas. I think Vegas will take game 1. Panthers turn it over here, but now it's in behind the net. Back to the point. A shot there by Ekblad. Blocked in front. And Theodore will lift it high in the air. Now here's Bennett up ahead to Forsling. Or sorry, this is Cousins. Cousins throws it towards the front of the net. That goes wide. Now Kachuk in behind the net to Stahl. Comes out front. It's still loose. Kachuk shoots. And that goes wide. Almost hit the ref. Honestly, ref had to dodge out of the way there. Waugh. Pietrangelo just dodging a check there. Even if Florida loses the series and Sergei Bobrovsky plays out of his mind, I still think he should win the Conn Smythe. Oh, a turnover here for a moment. A shot by Forsling. Stopped there by Aiden Hill. 100-mile-per-hour shot by Forsling. That was kind of a bad, well, not really the fault of Pietrangelo here, but Pietrangelo takes the puck and he's skating backwards and he skates into a stick that was just on the ice there. And it was almost a really unfortunate turnover there. Yeah, Sergei Bobrovsky has been very good, very, very good. And if Florida wins, I do think that he like deserves the Conn Smythe. Him or Kachuk. It's really in between the two. But I don't think he's been so unbelievably good that he should win the Conn Smythe if Florida loses. Like I don't think he's been that level, in my opinion. I think like you got to be just outstanding, and I feel like he isn't quite there. Florida's defense has also been very good too. Oh, a 2-on-1 Howden. Oh, good save by Bobrovsky. As Howden, and I think that was Stone. How many OTs do you think this series has? I'll say 2 games. Two games will go to overtime. You remember back in game 2 between Florida and Toronto, he played 50 out of 60 minutes in that game. Toronto played 50 out of 60 minutes of that game and sort of would have won it if it wasn't for Bobrovsky. Yeah, like I'm not saying that Bobrovsky's like hasn't been great. He definitely has, but like I think. Ooh, and another stop there by Bob, and he'll hold on to that one. But I feel like if you were to win the like I mean, you always got to think back to Giguère, right? He's the guy that you think back to. Who won the Conn Smythe when he lost the series, and like it was like, was it the series against Minnesota where he shut them out 3 out of 4 games, and like he had like I think it was like a 60 save overtime win, which I know Borowski had like that 50 save overtime win. But like I don't know, I feel like just Giguère's like Giguère was on another level than Bobrovsky that like has been this year. Bobrovsky's been very good. Like I don't want to I don't want to downplay Bobrovsky. He has been phenomenal. I mean, like I said, he's only allowed 2 goals, more than 2 goals once in his last 9 games. But like I don't know if he's been that good. Like you basically got to play out of this world. 3-on-2 here for the Panthers, and I think it's offside, I guess. If it wasn't for Bob, Florida would have lost in that game 5 against Boston. Yeah, probably. Like for sure. I mean, if it wasn't for Bobrovsky, like they would not be here. I'm not saying that for sure. But I don't know, like it's Bobrovsky's numbers against the Leafs were 943 save percentage and a 1.89 goals against. Ooh, there's Eichel with a chance there. Couldn't get around that second D man though. Yeah, he was I don't know, like ooh, Barbashev tried to center that. Now it's a 2-on-1 for the Panthers. Haig gets back. Ekblad shoots. And that's blockered away by Aiden Hill. Now here the Golden Knights come the other way. Eichel to Barbashev. And a good job by Ekblad coming back. He took the shot and back-checked as well. Yeah, like I do think he has a very, like, he has a huge reason on why the Panthers are where they are right now. I do think that their defense has been very good as well, is the thing though. Like the Panthers defense has set Bobrovsky up for success. I will say that. In my opinion, they've done a very good job at not allowing so many like high end chances. Like obviously they do, but I feel like they've done a very good job just I don't know. I don't have the numbers in front of me, so maybe I'm wrong, but just the way that I feel is like I feel they don't allow too many super high danger chances. But obviously when they do allow them, Bobrovsky has been solid on them for sure. In my opinion, the Leafs should ban every Leaf who chanted "We want Florida" to future games. I'm practically joking, but not. Partially joking, but partially not. See, like, I don't know, like, I do find it funny that that was such a storyline because literally it wasn't the same crowd chanting "We want Boston." It was funny that Kachuk commented on it. I will say that, like, the fact that, like, it obviously was something that was in the Panthers room. I kind of find that a little bit strange. Like, obviously, the media is going to do what the media is going to do, but I found it strange that Kachuk commented on it. But yeah, like, obviously, it was fans who were just super excited that they finally won a series, and I think they chanted both teams' names. Like, I was one of the people who said that I wanted Boston and not Florida because I thought Florida matched up better against the Leafs than Boston did. But I mean, we'll never know if that would have been a good series for the Leafs or not. Like, who knows, right? It could have been just as bad or maybe even worse. Maybe the Bruins would sweep Toronto, but I feel like they wouldn't have. I don't know, just the way that I felt. I am gonna quickly. It's. I'll do it next. Next break. I'm gonna get something to drink. Probably probably just some root beer, to be honest. But one draw by the Panthers, and I mean, I find it so strange that they won that draw and they just flipped. Like, the Panthers love that flip out. I mean, it worked there because the Gold Knights just iced the puck, but like they love flipping the puck into the neutral zone so much, and I get it in most cases to like relieve that pressure, but like there, for example, there was absolutely no pressure. They won the draw and they still do it. Panthers are in the finals for the second time in their history. Obviously, Vegas, same thing. Vegas made it in their first year. The Panthers took 3 years until they made their first finals. Here's McNabb up ahead. Stevenson has to stop up the line there as Stone was in before he was. Oh, a weird bounce to Stevenson. Tries to center it and went off the side of the net. That was a weird bounce off the boards there and almost favored the home team. Not gonna lie, those Stanley Cup patches don't look good on the jerseys, especially the players wearing the letters. Because it's on the same side, it just doesn't look good. It's all because of the stupid ads. Yeah, I hate it too. I mean, like, I don't like the ad patches in general. And, oh, that was a big hit there by Lomborg. Lomberg on Haig, and he pokes it free. Shot by Lundell. Stopped by Aiden Hill. What a play by Lomberg. Delivering a massive check and then poking it free to Lundell. So it was chipped in, and Lomberg with just a ton of speed delivers the check, and then, yeah, just knocks it loose, and it's blocked in front, actually. And Hill jumps on the rebound. That was kind of free. Yeah, it looks like Riley Smith blocked it in front. But yeah, no. I mean, we saw it earlier in the season with the All-Star. I mean, I feel like the All-Star patches looked even worse on the Florida jerseys than they did than the Cup patches. And I think that's just because the All-Star jerseys were a circle, not kind of rectangular. But yeah, just they do look really, really bad. And I feel like that is the worst part about the ad patches. Like, I I obviously don't like the ad patches on Vegas's and Florida specifically though. I don't mind them a whole lot just because they are basically just text and the background is the color of the jersey, so they blend in not too bad. Obviously, I would not want them on my jerseys, but I don't blame or I don't mind them on the actual jersey itself. Would prefer not to have them, but um, yeah, the fact that it screws up, like it just makes another chance there and blocked in front. But the fact that it just makes everything so cluttered, that's what really ruins it for me. And it's just very like because like Kachuk up front and it's stopped by Hill. It's still loose, and Hill will hold on to that and a lot of pushing and shoving in front. Ooh, I think Bennett just pushed Hill out of the net, and oh man, Hill's getting into it. A lot of pushing and shoving here. Couple of guys on the ice. Bobrovsky, come on, Bobrovsky, fight Hill. I want to see it. Come on, give us a goalie fight. Come on, imagine. All right, let's see this again. Goes Cousins, chips it in, and Kachuk just sends it out front, and Cousins banging away at it. Bennett as well, and Bennett does kind of get pushed into Hill there, but then, yeah, Bennett kind of does push Hill out of the net. Cousins comes at Hill, and wow, that was very, very interesting. Do I like the new playoff logo? Honestly, like, I don't mind it. It is kind of the way that a lot of logos and designs are going nowadays, where it's the simplified version of what it was previously, and I think it looks fine. Vegas is coming away with a power play. I'm kind of surprised that Vegas is coming away with a power play there, but Cousins with a roughing penalty is what. Oh, okay. The Vegas fans were chanting, and I thought Hill was raising his stick up in the air for something, but it's because his net was off. Um, yeah. So Golden Knights with a 63% penalty kill, and the Panthers with a 71.2%. So both penalty kills not very good. Now, obviously, with the Golden Knights, they did face the Edmonton Oilers, who had the best penalty kill or power play, sorry, in like league history. So it's a little bit different. Um, but yeah, with the new Stanley Cup final patches, I think they're fine. Um, they're basically, yeah, just that simplified version of the previous one. I mean, I think I'll always prefer like those 90s. I really like the 90s design, but this one here, I think they're fine. And right off the draw here that the Panthers will dump it down. Imagine actually playing in the Stanley Cup Finals. I'm pretty sure some of these players don't even feel like it's real yet. Saying to play in the finals. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I feel like if you are in that mindset, like you almost have to feel like it's not the finals, or else you just have so much pressure. Like you just gotta like forget it. It almost feels like. Yeah, the goalies. There's no way that the goalies would fight there, but I would love it though. Imagine he'll held on to that puck for the whole scrum. Yeah, I mean, don't want don't want to leave any doubt, or maybe it's a little bit of superstition if the puck does end up in the back of the net, even after the whistle. Don't want to have that kind of bad juju. Keep it out of the net at all costs. Move that down a little bit. So 10:46 left here to go in the first. A minute 16 left to go in the power play. Shots are 5-3. Vegas in their last 11 games is 5 for 34. It's not that great on the power play. That's not amazing. We'll see if they can maybe turn it around against a Florida penalty kill that also has not been very good. Vegas does win the draw here. Here's Carlson, shoots, and that's tipped. Oh, a second opportunity by Barbashev. Couldn't put it past Bobrovsky. Here's Pietrangelo. Carlson had to go back to the bench because the stick broke on the shot. Now that puck is intercepted here. Lundell feeds it up ahead. Here's a chance. Wraparound opportunity, and they score! Eric Stahl gets the first goal of the series, shorthanded. Opens the scoring in the Stanley Cup Finals. Man. So, I don't know why it took so long for Carlson to go back to get his stick. I feel like he took forever to decide to go back. And then he finally does and just gets walked around by Lundell there. And Eric Stahl waits out Aiden Hill. So Hill tries to just cut off the angle. Stahl holds and wraps it around, and it goes off the stick of Hill and in. Eric Stahl got the goal. Man. The thing is, both teams are better on the road. Yeah, it is very. I mean, it feels like that's just been a storyline all playoffs. Like the road teams have been the better teams, all playoffs long. At least it feels that way. I definitely know it was that way throughout the first couple of. I don't know if it was fully through the second round. I remember counting it definitely for the first round. And the road teams were the better teams just all throughout the first round. But it feels like the entire playoffs, it's been road team favors, which is weird. Greetings from Spain. That's very, very cool. What time is it in Spain right now? But greetings. Very cool to have a Spain viewer. I know a bunch of people want home jerseys to be white, but personally I want both teams to wear dark jerseys. It's 2:45 a.m. Dang. Staying up late. It is the weekend, I guess. That's very, very cool. Super neat. Yeah, I actually was gonna make I was gonna make a video about that, James, on like I think it was about halfway through the season. I had planned on making a video about that, and then I kind of just never pulled the trigger on it. But it's something that I'll talk about in a video probably during the off season. Oh, a chance here, White Cloud, and that was stopped, I think, by Bobrovsky. Another opportunity there, stopped by Bobrovsky again. It's in the corner, played to the line. Kolasar keeps it in. This fourth line of the Golden Knights, who had a fantastic Game 6 against the Dallas Stars. Good forecheck here by Nicholas Waugh. Perrier back to the point. Held at the line, now played in deep. Perrier on it. Waugh trying to help him out here against Mahura and Bennett. Puck squeaks free, and Cousins will play it out. Here's Tkachuk on it, and he'll just tries to flip it into the zone, but can't do so. Looks like a penalty is coming to Florida again. No, it's on the Golden Knights. Penalty coming up to the Golden Knights here. Forsling tries to reverse that, and Riley Smith will grab a hold of it. So we'll see what this power play and this penalty is. I didn't hear what the ref announced it. I didn't hear what it was. So it's Tkachuk. Oh, so it's Carrier with a rough. It looks like he's going to get the penalty. That's a really bad penalty to take. Thank you for the jersey reviews. I love them. I'm glad you like them. Glad you love them. I love doing them. Gotta go for now, but I'll come back later. No worries. No worries at all. But yeah, I was gonna make a video about home jerseys to be the white jerseys again, and kind of all of that. But it's definitely something that I'll talk about over the summer. What I will do, though, is I'm gonna quickly go get something to drink. I will be right back. All right, we are back. Sorry about that. Just wanted to get a little bit of a drink. There we go. So Panthers are on the power play. I missed like a minute of the game. I was gone for that long. Tkachuk with a shot off the post. Rebound. Comes back to the line. Bennett sends it out front, and that can't be deflected on goal. And Pietrangelo will clear it there. Jesus. He came back at a good time, I guess. Right. Sorry. Let me get my chat up here. That was a great goal by Stahl. Yeah, it was. He did a very good job just waiting out hill there. I wonder when Fanatics jerseys are going to be first worn, because Reebok had the 07 All-Star Game and Adidas got the World Cup of Hockey. Yeah, I assume. Yeah, that's actually a good question. I never really thought about it like that. To be honest, I don't know. Could be. Oh, Forsling with a shot there is blocked. Could be just another All-Star game. You know, with the Leafs All-Star game, or yeah, I'm not too sure if they maybe will wait until just the actual season. Not sure. That shot goes up and out of play. The power play has ended for the Panthers, but they did get an opportunity there. So I want to see the Tkachuk. Yeah, here's the Tkachuk slap shot. And it just goes off the post, and it was a rebound there that, yeah, Reinhardt just couldn't jump on that one. Tough. Uncanny empty jersey room. Yeah, that's fair. Apparently Gudis has gone to the locker room. So Florida down to 5 defensemen for right now. I do have like a Be Bright back screen, but I honestly don't like it a whole lot, to be honest. And it screws up with my webcam, which is annoying, so I don't like using it. Blackhawks future face of the NHL, and teams got some hardware. Yeah, that is, I mean, Bedard definitely helps that out a lot. Oh, here's a lot of speed by Lombard with a shot, and it goes high. Nice Spider-Man mug, thank you. Right goal post for Vezina. So true. Came up huge so far in the series. I don't know how you can deny it. I mean, it's been good all playoffs long. There's been, it feels like right goalpost has been like just so dominant and every series it's played, and it feels like it's almost every team as well. I don't know what I'm saying, man. uh, Tomorrow is the Memorial Cup champion. Blackhawks have prospects playing in it. Oh yeah, I did know that. Or at least I heard about that. I'll be honest, I've not watched much of, you know, the CHL playoffs. Not watched really any of it. I've kind of loosely been following, but not a whole lot. Let's play up ahead here. Good Chuck to Montour. Goes around the net, plays it back to the point. Here's Bennett. His shot is blocked, and it's fought at the line by Carrier. Now it's stolen away by Nicholas Waugh. Great moves there. Waugh, Carrier shoots, and that goes wide. That was a really good job by Nicholas Waugh to get that chance going. Um, I've heard. I don't know how to pronounce Cutter's last name. Gauthier. I feel like I've heard him before. Like I've heard that guy's name before, but for some reason I can't remember how it's pronounced right now. Gauthier. Oh yeah, so I guess it's like Freddie Gauthier, right? Yeah, yeah. Thoughts for the 30th anniversary Anaheim Ducks jersey? Is it? Are they making one? Is it confirmed? Is that is next year, right? That would be their 30th. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't heard about anything if they are making. One the thing like I mean like the thing that oh just guessing on how they would look or if they rebrand. I mean I would love if they rebranded, right? I would absolutely that's like definitely one of the teams on my list that I want them to rebrand. Um, it would be very very nice. But I don't know. Like I think they will honestly, but I feel like either they will rebrand next year, but or they will rebrand. Once Fnatic says like they'll want teams to rebrand, which they said like they want them to wait like 1 to 2 years. So it's like 2026 is when I think they'll maybe start to see it, and I think that's probably when we'll see the Ducks rebrand. To be honest, um, I haven't heard anything about a rebrand for the Ducks, and I feel like usually around this time we do. Um, so yeah, I don't think the Ducks will do a rebrand, and I'm not sure if they will do a jersey either. To be honest, because we also have not, or at least I haven't heard anything about that. I haven't seen anything about that. Um, but if they were to do a 30th anniversary jersey, like, and Mahura got an interference penalty there, so we actually got quite a few penalties. To be honest, I'm a little surprised. Um, I mean, like, you would think that they would have to go back to the Mighty Duck logo for a 30th anniversary jersey, but they also used that for their 25th anniversary jersey, but it was slightly different, of course. Like, they changed up the colors a bit. So, and they've done a lot of Mighty Ducks jerseys recently, is the thing. So, like, I'm not sure what they would do, to be honest. Oh, a centering pass here, Stone! And a good save by Bobrovsky. Wow. Marchessault with a great feed to Stone, who was all alone, and Bobrovsky just waits him out. How is he that alone? Wow. Stone tried to get him moving there, but Bobrovsky just did a really good job following Stone on that one. Washington bring the Eagle back in the current colors. Maybe a Jade base. Yeah, I mean, for the Ducks, yeah, they could do oh, and it's a goal, Marcia, so I missed it. I just heard the crowd scoring, and I saw Marcia was the one celebrating, so. Hold on, we'll get back to that in a second. So Marcia on the power play. All right, let's see how this play. So it's in the neutral zone, and Shea Theodore just dumps it in, and Stevenson's on it, and a great centering pass, and once again, Marchessault is all alone in front. That's the second time this power play that a Vegas player was just left alone, and on the second time it cost them. There's two players down chasing Stevenson, and two players on the left side, or well, if you're looking at the net, the right side of the net, and Marchessault is on that left side all alone. That's really poor. They had a good first penalty kill, but that second penalty kill did not look good. Here's Duclair coming the other way, looking to answer. Duclair passes, and that shot is stopped by Hill, who's on the ground. I think he was knocked down in front. I think, I don't know if that would have counted, because I think it was Verhaeghe in front that knocked Hill down, so I'm not sure if that would have been goaltender interference. Duclair back to the point. Montour with a shot that goes way high. But yeah, for the Ducks, if they do want to bring like they could do a Jade jersey if they want, and yeah, I would like for the. Actually, see, I don't think I would like the Capitals to bring back the Screaming Eagle in their current colors, because they did that with the Reverse Retro 1.0, and even though I do like the Reverse Retro 1.0, I prefer it in its previous colors. I don't think it looks great in the current colors for the Capitals. Yeah, it's okay, Rick. Yeah, I mean, the best thing that you can do is just try and forget and move on. But I know it's not that easy. It's a lot easier said than done, but it's best you can do. Barbashev with a wraparound, just put it wide. That shot goes wide. Their Mighty Ducks logo jersey. Oh, and a good diving play by Ekblad there. There's only 45 seconds left to go here in the first. Marchessault back to the point. A shot there. And that goes wide, I think. But I'm not quite too sure if that would have counted, to be honest, because I think Bobrovsky's stick got stuck in some bodies in front. It's an icing call against Florida here. So here's Barbashev with a wraparound opportunity, and just goes a little bit wide. Very, very close. And yeah, it was Eichel that kind of gets into Bobrovsky's way. I don't think that, I don't know, it might have counted, might have not. Stevenson off the draw here. It's a battle along the boards. Mahura there, and it comes loose for a Panther player. That's Cousins, and he'll play it in deep. Reinhardt after it, but Vegas will get it back out to center here. That's dumped all the way in. 10 seconds left to go here in the first. And that goes all the way out to center. 5 seconds left, and Mahura's just going to come back behind his own net. 9-7 are the shots on goal. And that will do it for the end of the first. We have a shorthanded goal from Eric Stahl and a power play goal by Jonathan Marchessault. Those are our goal scores here so far in the finals for game 1. If the Capitol Building logo came back, I would really like it. I love the Capitol Building logo. And yes, I agree with you guys too. I think that I'm not a fan of the classic. Not a fan of the classic Caps logo. I think it looks. I don't even know if like overly bad, but it's just like. I don't like word marks. Is the thing. So yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of it. So yeah, what can we do for the intermission? I think what we're gonna do, play some hits. I think is what we'll do. Gotta plug in my controller here. I think we'll do some hits. Why not? All right. And let's go to season. Load. Great. We do gotta change the score here. So we're up 3-0 in our series. What is the other? I think it's Colorado and Phoenix. That's 2-1. All right. Let's sweep the Islanders here. Let's sweep them. Gotta go with the usual. What do I think about the 2024 Winter Classic logo? I think it looks really cool. Got that kind of, water theme vibe to it. Maybe not the most elegant way to say that, but it's. I mean, I didn't take a good hard look at all of the new logos, but from just quickly looking at them, I thought they looked really cool. I thought they were sweet. Wins the draw. All right, let's go, Caberlet. Sent to Mogilny. Shot block. Oh, that is. Now with the puck, Caberlet. Uh-oh. The puck by Yashin. I don't know how to. Picks up the puck. Mogilny. Now Yashin. The puck. I'm trying to. There we go. Here's a shot. I was just screwing around in my basically settings there. Right inside. Block shot. A huge by Caberlet. Oh man, I feel like I had that right corner. I don't even know if you can aim shots in this game. I have no idea. Catches him with his head down. Hit me, baby, one more time. Cycle to Caberlet. But yeah, no, now Sundin launches a one-timer. The puck. From what I saw, that Winter Classic logo looks pretty cool. Sent to Modano. Oh man, just awful defensive coverage there. A little more help from the defense. Awful defensive coverage. Oh, Sundin just got dominated. Caberlet, there's the shot. Sends it over. With no one around. I was trying to check the guy that was off screen, but I did not get there. Back to Sundin. That is not who I was looking to pass to. Sundin picks up the puck. What if I just like skate around a little bit? Man, I almost scored there too. It's a little bit of skating around. Ah, his stick just got a piece of that. Oh, there's a clean 2-on-1.
It's played back. Pucks by Modano.
Oh, man. It's not going good.
Now Pekka sent to Yashin.
Oh, I don't like that. Oh, thank God Sundin was there.
Sundin moves it to Mogilny. Sundin lets it loose.
Nope.
Save. Modano takes
I mean, I
charge
wish
and brings the puck up ice.
Big Six is on
Pass up to Pekka.
updated hockey game for my PC. Loved NHL 2004.
Kaberle moves it up
It-
to Sundin.
I do like the
Back
old
to
school
Kaberle.
NHLs. I still would like to try the new NHLs, but I really don't want to spend
Shoots.
the money on them.
Back made by Modano.
Because I've not played a new NHL game in a
Sundin.
very
Mugged by
long
Pekka.
time.
A tackling hit by Pekka. Now Mogilny. The shot.
Oh, I wanted you to hit him, Sundin.
Thrown up to Yashin.
Wow, that had to leave a mark.
Stop. Modano
Man.
controlling the puck. A shot. Shot denied.
That was a weird shot by the
Pass to Mogilny.
shooter there.
Sundin.
Oh.
Shoots it.
How'd that not go in?
Pass to Yashin. He passed to Modano. He passed it up to Pekka. Ignore the pain. A solid hit.
All right, up ahead.
Whipped up by Kaberle.
Oh,
Kaberle.
I passed it back
It's
unintentionally.
played up. It's played over.
It's played up. It's played over.
Mogilny. Sundin pounced on that rebound attempt. Shot
Go,
blocked.
Caberlet. Skate
And that's
faster,
gonna
my
do it for this
dude. Come
period.
on.
The Ice lead
Not a great period for myself. That was a bad period.
We're back for another period of action.
Come on. We want the sweep.
Sundin
Bring out
gets
the
draw.
brooms.
Now Mogilny. Now Kaberle. He takes a shot. Sundin. Pekka takes control of the puck. It's passed ahead. Mogilny takes the puck up ice. Sun with the
Dang,
wrist shot.
a sharp
Yashin.
angle shot did not work.
Pekka. Mogilny gives him a wake-up call. Over to Mogilny. Cut off
That
by
was
Modano.
just
Sent
a
to Pekka.
very hopeful
Fired.
pass
Save.
there. Did not work.
Controlling the puck. Picked
Same
over
with
by
that
Pekka.
one. Oh, that's bad, hey?
Stripped by
Good
Kaberle.
back
Sends
shot,
it over.
Caberlet.
Sundin. Now Kaberle. Release. Yashin. Fed up to Pekka. The shoot.
I don't know why they keep getting breakaways on me. It's not going very well.
Alone in front.
Oh man, I
Saved by
almost
Osgood. It's
got that
passed
one.
back. Whipped up by Modano. Now Sundin. Back to Modano. It's moved ahead.
I don't know how I just.
Kaberle takes control of the puck.
I'm getting
Mogilny.
dominated by the
Ay, ay,
CPUs
ay.
today.
Stripped puck by Modano. Right in front. Sundin.
Oh man, I just
He
like
lets
my
it
finger
go.
didn't. I like my brain was like yes,
Someone's really
hit the shoot
heating up
button,
down there.
and
Get the
my
puck up.
finger just did not
Moved over to Sundin.
compute apparently.
Kaberle! Saved by Kaberle. All alone in front.
What was that
Kaberle
shot?
fires it. Yashin moves it to Modano.
Come on, man.
Sundin. Shot. Solid stop. Pekka controlling the puck. Sent to Sundin.
Oh.
There's the one-timer. Now Modano.
Come on,
Play broke by
Osgood.
Yashin.
I
Big
think it's
hit
Osgood
by
in that. I'm
Sundin.
pretty sure.
Pekka sending him a ton of love. Cut off by Yashin. What a bone-crushing hit that was. The puck
All right.
won by Modano.
Recommend playing NHL 94. Hold on.
Huge by Pekka. He
Those
sends
like
to
classic.
Modano. Passes across. Let go.
Does it
Modano
still have
made the most of that rebound opportunity.
other players?
Yashin lets it loose. Now Sundin.
You can't play it.
Set up to
You can't play
Kaberle.
NHL 94
In
online,
front
right?
alone.
I feel like that's.
Thrown up by Modano. It's passed back. Shoot.
Oh, Belfour.
Takes
Whew.
control of the puck. Kaberle in front. Deflected shot. It's moved up. Modano.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
Pekka's doing some nice
Okay.
move with the puck.
Okay, 2-0. Go towards the front of the net. Why'd you stop
Kaberle.
skating?
Kaberle by
Caberlet,
Osgood.
bro.
The puck across the ice by Modano. A long pass by Belfour. Novocaine time. Right in front.
I was I don't know if you guys could hear it. I don't know if my mic picked it up, but I was spamming
That'll rattle
the
your
shoot button.
teeth.
Back to Sundin. The puck by Osgood.
Come on.
By Osgood. Yash controlling the puck. Mogilny.
Osgood,
Good
stop.
save. Sun just nails him. Block shot. Mogilny gets it alone. He lets it go. And that's the end of period number 2.
Man, you just head down.
For some more action
Gotta keep
as
playing our
period
game, you know what I'm
3 is set
saying?
to begin. Yash is successful on the draw. Now Modano. Belfort.
Oh my God, what happened there?
Just lay down for a while.
Having a Belfort there. It's like he was.
Mogilny shoots. Now Mogilny.
Shoot it!
He's going to be a
Come
mark
on!
now.
How'd that puck not get through? Oh.
Bang boom. Played over to Caberlet. Mogilny gets alone in front. The shoot by Osgood. Pekka moves it to Modano.
Jesus, it's not going well.
It's moved back. Caberlet.
Uh-oh.
Pass made to Yashin.
Uh-oh.
No one around.
Belfort, how'd you allow that?
A 2-goal lead at this point in the game.
It's the shooter who
Oh.
has the advantage in a one-on-one situation.
Sundin
Belfort.
Sundin saved by Osgood. Osgood gains possession. Fed back to Yashin.
I was just mad at Osgood, honestly. No, it's okay. I play better shorthanded. I play better shorthanded.
Definitely not cool.
I play better
Not
shorthanded.
exactly leading the comeback by taking a penalty while they're down.
I play better shorthanded.
Sundin gets the puck on the draw. The puck stolen by Pekka. Check by Pekka. Passes across. Now Modano.
How did my hit miss?
In all alone. The puck by Belfort.
Better keep your head up tonight.
Sun takes him right out of the play. Pekka now with the puck. Takes a shot. Block. Did anyone
Come
catch
on,
the
how
number
are they
that
so much
frame?
faster than me?
No one around. The Islanders can't capitalize with the man advantage this time. Here's the one-timer.
How do you say that?
Denied. Their whole team is on fire. And that guy just scored a #1 hit. Sundin skating with the puck. Belfort. He passed to Mogilny.
Yeah, this is. Come on! Thank God! All right, we got a minute and 30. We got a minute and 30. We got a minute and 30. Keep going. Keep going.
Gets the draw. Now Sundin. Mogilny. Stop by Mogilny. Caberlet. Sundin gains possession.
We got this. We got this.
Sundin. Alone in front
Oh,
of the net.
just couldn't squeak it by. Right here. Right here. Yes, Sundin.
Ties it up.
Let's
And
go.
closer, the goalie makes the save, but he didn't. That's rough.
Look at him. Right off the bar. That's what I'm talking about.
Terminated.
Oh, jeez.
Thrown by Yashin. Sent to Pekka. The puck by Belfort. Gugil brings the puck up ice.
Now this is good physical hockey.
Get back.
Uh-oh. Team fire.
Hit him.
Skating with the puck.
Oh, what a
Takes a
takeaway.
shot. Save.
Oh,
Iced by Mogilny.
imagine.
Caberlet rings his bell. Sundin. It's played ahead.
Wow,
I was
it's
trying
a
to pass
pinball
it to
game out there.
Caberlet, not McGillney.
Mogilny. He sends it along.
That was unfortunate.
Caberlet.
Oh, Caberlet, what are you doing?
By Yashin. Mid over to Pekka. Now Modano. He gets a shot off.
Oh, shot. Oh, Caberlet. Oh, Caberlet.
Mogilny takes a shot. Caberlet gets a hold of the rebound. A stop. The puck.
Oh,
moves across the ice to Pekka.
Caberlet.
All alone. Fires.
That's an interference, a
Hammers away
goaltender
the rebound.
interference.
It's passed ahead.
They score
You know,
7.3.
the goalie really ought to take that straitjacket off. It's beginning
Let's
to affect
go.
his game.
Oh, what a comeback.
Shot and he's got a goal.
Yes, sir. Holy smokes.
Puck out to the draw. Fires. It's blocked. The puck by Sundin. This game is over.
Oh, what a
Winning
sweep.
close battle again.
What a sweep. That's what I'm talking about. Coming back down 2-0 in the third. How many teams have nicknames that don't end with S? Okay, this is so hard because it's in 2003. We'll just say like 4, 3. Dude, that's such a hard timed thing in 2003. My brain was just, I couldn't, you know, my brain couldn't compute all that at that point. Playing against the Coyotes. A Leafs Coyotes final. But they beat the Avalanche. It's a 4-1. It was 4-1. All right. That should be an interesting series against the Yotes. right. We will close that. Maybe we'll play one game. Maybe we'll play one game in the second intermission. But for now, I think we should be pretty close to getting started here. So we got like 2 minutes. I guess I can quickly look at the. You can quickly look at all of the new patches or logos, whatever you want to call them. Let's see if we can get this up on screen. Monitor. All right. So I do have the NHL muted, by the way. You saw it. So yeah, okay, we got the All-Star game. So that's in Toronto. That one I think is like fine. Obviously, it's got the star on the background there, with that little, maple leaf. I think it's fine overall. Not bad. I guess it's just with a different sponsor. Cool. This one I really like a lot. You got like basically the compass there, whatever you want to call it, and then the rope around. You got the frozen at the top there. It's very, very nice. I really like that one actually. And this one also fairly cool once again. Got the little maple leaf at the bottom here. Obviously the big oil rig is pretty cool. Definitely not bad looking logos there, for sure. I do like them. All right. So, like we're getting ready to start period 2 here, so let's change this second. Put that over there. The clock. Okay, Gudis is back on the bench, it looks like. He did miss, say, about half of the first period. It looks like they're showing what... Okay, so it was that scrum there. Maybe his ankle? Alright. Let's stop that. Yeah, it looks like maybe it was his ankle. He was kind of wrestling there with Eichel. And I think it got caught underneath, maybe. Just a little bit. So shot attempts were 22 to 23 in favor of Vegas. But shots were only 9-7 for Florida. Now we're in the Vegas is in the offensive zone. It's this fourth line out here again. Carrier is getting just pushed on the ice over and over by Stahl. I'm surprised no penalty was called as the puck kind of came back to them. Here's Bennett to Montour over in front. Oh, and what a save, Aiden Hill! Unbelievable! Oh my god, no way! Holy shit! That was a phenomenal sequence by the Florida Panthers, and Aiden Hill coming out huge. Holy smokes! What a save! Oh my god, here's Barbashev trying to come the other way. Back. Eichel shoots, and that's stopped by Bobrovsky. Holy shit. What a save! So it's Montour over to Kachuk to Cousins. Holy fuck! Unbelievable save. Just a diving effort. Wow. What a heroic save by Aiden Hill. That is a huge one. Just a wide open desperation save by Hill reaching back. Man, yeah, that is unbelievable. That is crazy. Here's Stevenson. His shot blockered away. Now Gudis will take control of that one. Played up ahead. Here's Barkov. Sends it back, and that shot stopped by Aiden Hill. That one not as impressive, but it's just such a beautiful tic-tac-toe play by the Panthers, and Aiden Hill looks like he's just down and out, but the desperation reach behind him. And that paddle save. That's insane. That one's definitely going in Steve Dangle's paddle save emporium. That shot goes wide. Was fed in deep and cut off there by White Cloud. Good job by him. Haig will flip it up off the boards, and it's enough for icing here against the Golden Knights, so we'll have to do another defensive zone draw for them. I still can't believe he made that save. I really cannot. That's insane. So let's see if Howden can win this draw here, and is play back. White Cloud for Haig. They switch sides there, and now it's played out to center. Here's Amadio. Trying to jump on that. Amadio to the front, and Smith there couldn't get that shot away. Lindell will play it in. Goes around to the far side. Here's Carlson. Lead pass to Amadio. Amadio with some room, and a good job by Mahura there to come back. Now here's Nicholas Waugh. Tried to feed it to Pietrangelo, but it went through his skates. And Lomberg will just hold on to it, give it back to Gudis here, and they'll wait for his teammates to change as Mahura will dump it in. Hill will cut off that and play it up ahead. Oh, here's Carrier out front. Oh, and Kolasar couldn't get the shot away. Mahura is going to take a penalty on that one, but Mahura's not very excited about that penalty call, but that was an important penalty to take, I feel. So I don't know how this puck didn't come out. So yeah, good job by Mahura there on the back check with Amadio. And then here, honestly, I'm kind of on Mahura's side there. He does get a tripping call, but I don't know. I'm a little on Mahura's side there. He does, I guess, eventually trip up Kolasar. I mean, to be fair, in real time, I think that is a good penalty, but Mahura pulled a Thanos, a small price to pay for salvation. Yeah, this is true. Well, let's see if it comes back to haunt them. Welcome back, by the way. What do you want me to call you, by the way, Leafs fan? Is that fine? Just Leafs fan, or is there something else that you want me to call you? So a minute, 20 seconds left here to go on the power play. Both goals have come on this Vegas power play, obviously one being shorthanded. Now it's played in. Eichel. Marchessault tried to backhand that over to Stone, but it was blocked off. Now it comes to Stone. Let's call you Leafs fan. Got it. Will do. All right. Here's Eichel. Carlson. Back here for Marchessault to Carlson again. Marchessault with a shot, and that stopped there. You know, I don't know why I just made the connection. I think I talked about it in my predictions video, but Marchessault was the one with the goal, and obviously he was the one that was taken by Vegas in the expansion draft from Florida. I don't know why I just made that. Like, obviously, I knew that connection, but I just made it in my head that he was the one that scored it. Barbashev has to take this draw here. He wins it back. Trangelo over to Smith, who shoots, stopped. It's loose in front and cleared away by the Panthers. I've been cheering for the Leafs for a long time, and all I've seen is one round of playoff success. That is far from enough. Yeah, I mean, me too, man. I'm pretty sure I started liking the Leafs like after the 2004 season. So after their last playoff win is when I think I started liking the Leafs. Oh, and that just goes above the net. Here's Smith. Feeds it in for Waugh. Out front to Barbashev. Oh, and a good stop there by Bobrovsky. Barbashev goes into the boards kind of hard after the whistle there, but man, I'm really liking Nicholas Waugh as of late. Maybe I've been sleeping on him, but I've really liked his game. He has done a very good job so far. Both Panthers goalies are ex-Flyers. Payne. Yeah, that's true. I forgot Alex Line was a Flyer. Yeah, you're right. Do I remember watching Andrew Raycroft play for the Leafs? Vaguely, obviously, yes, I do know that he was a Leaf, but like, I don't know, I can kind of picture it slightly. I have a really bad memory, so it's kind of tough. Oh, and Stone with a shot. Stopped there. Bobrovsky as the power play comes to an end. Need to blow my nose one moment. Here's Marchessault trying to take the draw here, and that's won by the Panthers, and Cousins will play it into the Vegas zone here. Chuck after it. Haig takes a hit from Bennett there, but Stone will clear that. You can argue that if Andrew Raycroft was never traded to... Hold on. Here's Stone coming in. Nice move. Shoots. Oh, and that just goes wide. Oh, man. If that went in, that would have been the goal of the playoffs. Holy smokes. Just a good job staying on it. Oh, a bad communication there by the Vegas Golden Knights as both players thought they were going after the puck. The other player was going after the puck, but they managed to get it back here. Yeah, if Raycroft was never traded to the Leafs, that they would have beaten Boston all 3 times because Tuukka Rask stole a lot of the games. Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, I like that trade. I think that changes the entire, trajectory of the Leafs, because I feel like if they don't trade Tuukka Rask, you know, I think it's possible they don't even, oh, here's Eichel, and his backhand goes wide. Man, Eichel has so many chances here. And he's just, like, this last series here, and even in just the first couple of, basically 30 minutes of this series, he's had a lot of chances. So yeah, here's Stone that's coming in. Stahl knocks him down, but he still gets the shot away. There's the reverse hit on Barbashev, or by Barbashev on Mahura. That was a big one. But yeah, like it's very easy to think back, right? And like think, okay, well, yeah, if the Leafs don't trade Tuukka Rask, then they probably win. They probably would have beaten Boston. It's definitely possible for sure. But also at the same time, you think of it, and like I don't know if the Leafs get Matthews if they have Tuukka Rask at that point. Bro, Stone used the last chance puck movement from NHL 23. Is that a thing? I have not paid any attention to NHL games in a very long time, but I can picture it. I can picture what it is. Pains me to think that a team like Vegas, which has only been in the NHL for 6 years, has made it to 2 Stanley Cup Finals, and the Leafs haven't been since 1967. Yeah, I like, it does suck for sure, but like at the same time, like you think of it. Also, like, I don't know, like if you want to think of like, Buffalo, for example, obviously they were good in like the 90s and 2000s there, and they did go to the finals, and had that goal called against them. Well, I guess it was technically Dallas's goal, but yeah, there was that whole thing, but at the same time, like, Buffalo has also been basically a lot of pain and suffering for them as well in their, 50 years of existence. I guess over 50 years now. Yeah, here's that Aiden Hill save again, which was just unbelievable. Like, spectacular. Sorry, I'm trying to do something here on the side. Not a big deal. It's better than having your team not winning a cup since 75 and making it to the finals 6 times and losing them all, and one with a very painful OT winner. See, like, I see what you mean. Because, yeah, like, that sucks. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think if I would have rathered that or not. Because I did kind of ask, like, I asked that to my friends who, like, they're Eagles fans. And the Eagles lost, right? In the Superb Owl this year. Am I wrong on that? Let's see. Yeah, okay, I was right. I was just trying to think if I was right on that. But like I was asking them, I was like, like, obviously it's a little bit different in football than hockey, because it's not a 7-game series. It is just one game at the end there, winner take all. But I'm like, is it better to lose like right away, or to go all the way to the finals, or like the last game and lose? And they said they would prefer just losing in the first round. But like, I don't know, like, because like at least at that point, like at least you have some hope. But then that hope is taken away, and with losing in the first round, I don't know. I think it's tough, honestly. But like, yeah, going to the finals 6 times and losing them all that is pretty tough. Barkov with a shot there and stopped by Hill. Ooh, Barbashev has an opportunity here, and he couldn't quite get there in time as Ekblad will come back. I think it was Forsling that dove for the puck, and he missed it, and it made it so Barbashev had a wide open. Oh, Marchessault, good steal here. Good forecheck by Marchessault. He'll play it back to the point. McNabb. That one goes wide, and that's played back into the Vegas zone here. If the Leafs win the Stanley Cup, no one can talk crap about them anymore. I'm gonna be honest with you, buddy. I think they still will. I don't. No matter what the Leafs do, I don't think anyone will stop talking crap. Because instead of saying, no Stanley Cup since 1967, they'll just say one Stanley Cup since 1967. So I feel like it's different. they'll just find a different way. I mean, you saw it this year, right? Where Leafs finally went around for the first time in 20 years, and people go from you haven't won a round in 20 years to you only won one round in 20 years. Like people are going to find a way to make fun of the Leafs no matter what. And I think a lot of that just has to do with the fact that people hate how much the Leafs are talked about, which, honestly, sometimes I feel the same way. I sometimes also hate how much the Leafs are talked about, because it's like, man, just like when they're doing bad or, having a bad run or whatever it may be, it's just like, shut up, please. I don't want to hear about this team anymore. Just shut up. Or they just like nitpick little things here and there, and it's just annoying. Well, for Philly, it was a painful year with the Star losing the UFL finals, Eagles losing the Super Bowl, and the Phillies losing the World Series. Union lost the MLS final. Well, yeah, I do kind of remember that. As well, because I was I was kind of making fun of them a little bit, because they were talking about how all of their teams were losing basically in the finals. And then I was like, well, at least the Flyers don't have to lose in the finals. I was like, at least the Flyers have no chance of losing in the finals. Here's Cousins, comes in, and his shot gets blocked in front. And now Bennett with 2 chances, and Hill again, coming up big. And, but yeah, and then they were saying that they were going to win Bedard, and I was like, Bedard's not happening, bro. I was like, they're not winning Bedard. It's no shot. There's no shot the Flyers are winning Bedard. They were like, stop hating. Bennett sent that puck to the moon. Yeah. A lot of people say that as Leaf fans overreacted after we won a playoff series, which I responded, don't know what it's like to cheer for this team. Yeah, I like it's like it's different for being a Leafs fan, because yeah, like, man, they haven't won a playoff series, and like they haven't won a playoff series in a lot of people's either like memory, like, because like, yeah, for me, like, even if I did, like I said, I don't remember exactly when I started cheering for the Leafs, but I don't really, like, let's say I did cheer for them a little bit in 2004, sure as hell don't remember it. Like, there's no way I'm remembering that playoff series. Like, 20 years is a long, long time. There was adults that had not been born before the Leafs had won a playoff series, so obviously they're going to cheer very hard. Like, it's, once again, I think it's people just like, people just hating to hate. It's a lot of the internet. A lot of the internet is people just hating to hate. And you kind of just got to deal with it. Since 2004, only the Panthers and Flyers have beat the Leafs in the second round. Yep, that is true. That is true. Would you say Doug Gilmour is more of a Leafs legend or a Flames legend? I think he's a legend for both teams. Yeah, I would definitely say he's a legend for both. Like I'm sure if you ask, you know, if you ask most Leaf fans, they'll definitely say he's a legend. And I'm sure if you ask most Flames fans as well, so I would say he's a legend for both. There's a shot there by Theodore, and that's blocked. And Duclair kind of on the limp. Now it's back again for Theodore. His shot blockered away. McNabb. Sorry, back for Theodore again. He's trying to move around Duclair. He does. Towards the middle. His shot scores! Shea Theodore! What a shift by Theodore. And he puts the Vegas Golden Knights up by 1. His first of the playoffs, too. Wow. So here's Theodore's slap shot right off the ankle there of Duclair. That really hurt him a lot. And you can see it here on the play where he's trying to just stop Theodore, take the puck away, and he just couldn't quite get to Theodore there. He made a great move getting around him. And then Theodore just moves towards the middle, takes the shot, and a good job by Howden in front, screening Bobrovsky, taking his eyes away. Yeah, Duclair still having issues on the bench there. Who do I think is the next player that's going to get a statue on Legends Row? Like, you mean for the Leafs? Yeah, that's just a good screen in front. Mahura just kind of lets him go for a second. Michael will win that draw there, and now Vegas trying to extend that lead. Yeah, the weird bench thing. Yeah, it is a little bit of a weird bench thing. I don't know, I kind of like it personally, but I mean, the thing is, it's so difficult to say. Eichel, ooh, tried to center that. Still has control of the puck here. Haig shoots, and that's stopped there by Bobrovsky. Like, obviously, Austin Matthews, right? Like, even the thing is like, as long as Matthews signs an extension here, he doesn't even need to, like, I honestly do not think that he needs to, like, win a Stanley Cup with the Leafs or anything like that, because obviously a lot of those guys, don't have a Stanley Cup that are on Legends Row. But, like, like, if Matthews signs an 8-year extension, let's say, they're gonna, like, he's gonna have the most goals as a Leaf. He's gonna pass that record. He's gonna pass a lot of records. I mean, he already is very, very high up on that list. It has to be Matthews for sure. And I mean, outside of that, it kind of depends on who signs. I don't think a turnover. Oh, Panthers couldn't capitalize on it. I don't think he's going back to Arizona. I think there's no shot. Especially with all their issues that they're having now. Even beforehand, I never thought that he was going back to Arizona. I don't think he is now. If Matthews is going to leave somewhere, it is not to Arizona in my mind. But I don't think he is going to. I really don't. But yeah, like with the other guys, like Marner and Tavares. I mean, if you if Tavares is going to be there, like he needs to. I would think that the Leafs need to go on a very deep run for Tavares to get there. And Marner, I like he would need to. I don't know. I think Matthews is obviously the easy one, for sure. I have a quiz for you. Who has the most goals in Toronto Maple Leaf history? Matt Sedin, Rick Dave, or Dave Keon? Isn't it? I think it's Matt Sundin with 420. Is it not? I think that's what it is. It's 400 and something. No shot. Tavares waves his clause. He's the captain of his childhood team. Yeah, I mean, I was sort of hoping that he might, honestly, like when the Leafs first lost, but he's not going to. He kind of came out and said, like, in the locker room clean out, he's not going to. And it's not like I hate Tavares or anything like that. Like he's exactly what the Leafs were wanting out of John Tavares. The only reason that I want to trade him is because I really don't think like the Leafs can win. Duclair does a good job getting the puck there. It looks like he's okay. Oh, a turnover by Eichel. His shot, and that's stopped there. And Gudis is going hard at Barbashev here. But, yeah, like, the only reason that I want to trade Tavares is just because of his cap hit. That's the only reason. I just don't think that the Leafs can win with three $11 million players on their team. And obviously, it's going to be even more so after, next season when they sign Matthews. And I do think Matthews is signing. But, yeah, like, Tavares, so, like, you basically have to trade Marner at that point, but Marner also has a no-movement clause that kicks in on July 1st, so we'll see if Tree Living decides to trade him. He's got a month to basically make that decision, but also at the same time, it kind of seemed like Shanahan didn't want any of the top four guys to be traded, so I don't know. It is Matt Sundin, however, if Matthew stays, he's going to pass him, no doubt. Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, if Matthew signs an extension for, like, honestly, even if he signs, like, a 5-year extension, like, let's see. I want to quickly look it up. Yeah. Okay, so it was Matt Sundin with 420. Yeah, Matthews has basically 300 right now. So he needs 120 goals. If he signs a 5-year extension, he's passing him. Like, he doesn't even need to sign the full thing. Does Nylander have any clauses? I don't believe so. I think you can trade Nylander, but to me, trading Nylander doesn't help. Nylander, has not been the issue in the playoffs. He has been one of the few guys that has consistently showed up in the playoffs. Montour with a big blast there, a 98.5 mile per hour shot, swallowed up by Aiden Hill. But yeah, Nylander has not been the issue in the playoffs. He's been one of the few guys. Owen Wilson in the building, apparently. A Vegas fan, it looks like. Not been the issue in the playoffs. And 2, he's got a low cap hit. Now, that being said, his deal does end next season, same as Matthews. So that cap hit that is a very good deal right now, it probably goes up next season. I think if I was Brad Treliving, like, here's the thing. I don't think trading Nylander makes you better. However, if I was Brad Treliving, I start talking to Nylander and seeing what he wants, and from that's where I assess whether I should trade him or not. Because, like, if Nylander wants, like, $9 million, something like that, like, at that point, I don't know, maybe you do consider trading him. I think he is worth that much, but I just think it's hard for the Leafs to kind of do that. Unless you do trade one of Marner or Tavares, which, like I said, I don't think Tavares is going. So, yeah, I don't like the idea of trading Nylander. Now, that being said, I am a little bit biased in that because I do really like Nylander, and he's probably my favorite player on the Leafs. But, yeah, I just don't see it being a huge help. Last year, Florida finally broke their first-round curse and then got embarrassed in the second round by Tampa. Maybe we could follow in their footsteps. Next season would be nice. I mean, they did also make a very big move, too. So, I would be down with that. I think the Leafs' problem is the same as the Avs. They can't get consistent depth scoring. true. Like, but like I do kind of agree, but at the same time, like, I mean, you're right. Like, it's the thing because if the least top guys don't score in the playoffs, I will say, if the least top guys don't score in the playoffs, then they're fucked. Um, like they just straight up are. Um, looks like a penalty is coming up here. Maybe to Theodore. Looks like. Because the Leafs have had good depth scoring throughout the regular season. Um, and just like the reason why I really think that they do need to change up someone in the top four there is because they have consistently like done a lot of different things. Like for example, they've switched out so many of those bottom six guys. Bringing in Marlowe and Thornton, Foligno, Ryan O'Reilly, and then like even deeper guys like bringing in David Kampf, Yarncroke. I mean, obviously some of these guys have played higher up in the lineup. Bunting, but I basically mean like the guys outside of the top four there, and it just hasn't worked. They've done different coaches with obviously Babcock and then Sheldon Keefe. They've had different general managers with Lou Lamoriello and Hal Dubas, and now obviously Brad Treliving. And the only consistent thing that's been the same the entire time has been that top four. So that's why I just feel so strongly that they need to trade one of the top four guys. But anyways, William Nylander actually does have a clause that. Oh, he does have a clause. It's a 10-team no trade list that kicks in July 1st. Oh, I did not know that. I did not know. That's not too bad though for the Leafs. Like, I think if the Leafs did make Nylander available, they would have a lot of teams calling. I think trading for an elite top two D-man would help the Leafs a lot. I agree with you. Like, they need, like, I don't think the Leafs defense was, well, it kind of was. Like, because I was going to say, I don't think the Leafs defense was the issue, but also Jake McCabe and TJ Brody didn't have a very good series against Panthers. They had a pretty poor performance, I would say, and TJ Brody was like literally. TJ Brody has been so solid, and it's like one of the few times where Brody has actually looked bad. And McCabe, like, just I don't know what happened with McCabe there. But like I think the Leafs defense was the best that it's been for a while, and I really don't think that it was awful. But they need someone to pair with Riley, I think. And if they can get like an elite top right-handed defenseman, which is a lot easier said than done, obviously. But like that just helps your lineup out so much because they have issues on that right-hand side. The net comes off there. But yeah, like I've seen some people say like trade Austin Matthews. The thing is like that's more like or less like if he's not signing. And I agree with people. Like if Matthews isn't signing with the Leafs, like if it's come out that he hasn't signed, you definitely need to consider it for sure. Like if he hasn't signed by the start of the season, I think you definitely need to consider it. But like if you're trading Matthews, the thing is if you're trading Matthews, you want basically another number one or number two center. And on top of that, I want like basically an elite defenseman as well. And I just don't think that's going to happen. Are there going to be live streams over the summer? I've kind of thought about it. If I am going to do it, it's probably going to be more like gaming streams. I'm not quite too sure what though. I haven't really fully thought about it, but yeah, I think I might do some live streams over the summer, but I'm not quite too sure exactly what. And I don't think it'll be super consistent either. Kind of be here and there. If the Leafs are going to trade Marner, they have to do it before July 1st. Yeah, that's when his no movement clause kicks in. Yeah. And I mean, it's good that Brad Treliving is here now, but I don't know. To me, it just feels like the more and more that like I hear and think about it, the more and more I don't think the Leafs are going to do anything drastic. And the more and more I think that they're just going to keep the exact same top 4 guys. They're going to run it back another year. And Barkov with a shot stop there. And I just like, I don't know, like obviously I'll watch every single one of the Leafs games next year, but if they run back the same top 4, it's going to be so tough to watch them. Like, it's just going to be like, just, I know it's going to happen again. I know exactly what's going to happen. We're going to have a good regular season. It's going to be great. And then in the playoffs, it's just going to fall apart. And I feel like that's going to happen if they run back this top 4 again. We'll see. Do I think the Leafs are still going to be in the market for a solid starting goalie? As long as, if they re-sign Samsonov, because he is an RFA, if they re-sign him, then no. I think Samsonov was a good enough goalie. Is he like the best goalie out there or anything like that? Is he like the top of the top? No, he's not. But I don't think the Leafs are going to find anyone like that. And if they are going to trade for that kind of goalie, I think it's going to be tough. So I think Samsonov is going to be their starting goaltender, and I think they'll have Joseph Woll as the backup. I think that'll be their goaltending tandem next year, and I think it'll be a pretty good one. Joseph Woll showed in not even just the playoffs, but in like the regular season as well. Like, he's good. Like, he's a good goalie. So like I honestly think that if that's what they run back, then I'm totally okay with it. If they're right, because if they are right goalpost as a UFA this summer. Sorry, I missed that. I didn't could have read that comment first, but that's funny. Oh, out front, and I stopped. Maybe a little bit of a hook on the hands. I actually think if John Tavares didn't have a no movement clause, the Leafs would find a way to trade him. I do too. And I think that's... Haig and Stevenson both hit someone in the corner. He's down, and looks like he's hurt too. It's Cousins. He's slow to get up, but he looks to be okay. Kachuk... Okay, Kachuk with like 3 slashes on Haig there. And just no call at all. So here's Stevenson, that's basically shadowing him, and Stevenson kind of hits him from behind. Oh, man. Yeah, so Stevenson kind of cross-checks Cousins in, and yeah, there's Kachuk is still going at it here with Pietrangelo, who's just not trying to do anything there with Kachuk, not trying to take a penalty, which is smart. Flyers legend Nick Cousins. Yeah, I mean, that should be a penalty on Stevenson there. All he sees is numbers, and he cross-checks him right. It's high into the boards as well, so he basically goes head first. I don't really put a whole lot on Haig there. He's just trying to basically cut him off. I think that's mostly on Stevenson. I feel like Stevenson should get a penalty on that, but doesn't look like it. So they're saying no penalties at all. Kind of weird, some of the penalties that were called in the first. And they've definitely slowed down here. Shots are 19-21 for the Golden Knights, who are up by a goal here with 1 minute and 2 seconds left. On tour with a shot, and that went through everyone, but it was wide. No call due to the fact that Cousins turned as Stevenson was hitting him. I mean, I guess he kind of turned, but like, there was numbers the entire way, though. I don't know. It's not like he was kind of seeing the side of him. Like, I feel like it was mostly numbers the entire way. Like, he kind of slightly turned, but whatever. Oh, Montour, the shot there, stopped by Hill. Forsling, that gets blocked in front. Pietrangelo was slow to get up. That's held on by Hill. Actually, Matthews actually has a full no movement clause in the final year of his contract. Wonder if you could get him to waive that. So Montour with the blast here. Oh, it goes off the arm of Hill and off the post. It's another post there. But yeah, like if... I'm sure that's probably a conversation that they would have. Is like, if Matthews doesn't want to re-sign here, maybe explore trading him. But all the top four have an FU Toronto clause. Yeah, pretty much, honestly. I mean, like, I understand it. Oh, and they score right off the draw! It's Duclair! Wow, there was 12 seconds left to go in the period, and the Panthers only needed 2. So it's Barkov that wins the draw, and it's just a quick shot by Duclair. I think it goes off a White Cloud? Yeah, I think it goes off the skate of White Cloud and through the legs of Hill, maybe. Man, that is a killer. With only 10 seconds left to go in the period. And Florida ties it up. Holy smokes. That's a killer. Man. So, we're going again to intermission tied. That's crazy. Crazy. Justin Hall actually said he would want to come back to Leafs, but I don't care what he wants. He can't be on the Leafs anymore. I'll lose my mind if Brad Tree brings him back. Yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, I feel like he almost kind of has to say that. Like, I don't think he would be like, no, I don't want to be back with the Leafs. Like, that's just not something that you say. But yeah, I sure as hell hope that he does not come back. That is for sure. I definitely do not want Justin Hall back on this team. Let's play more hits. Why not? Yeah, I definitely would not want to haul back. Why does Sheldon Keefe love Justin Hall so much? I don't understand it. I don't know. Every coach has their guy. And for some reason, Justin Hall is Keefe's guy. I also not fully get it, but it is what it is. Here's this 2-2 and second. Second. Welcome back, Rick. All right. But yeah, I don't get it either, man. I really hope that. Wait, do they have? Yeah, let's go. The Space Coyote. We love the Space Coyote. Love it, love it. It's a nice one. It's a very, very good one. All right.
Toss out your halos and let's go.
This is our final. Such a stupid jersey. I love it. Oh my God.
Played to Briere. Now Amante.
Briere, Amante.
Now Doan.
Briere, Amante, and Doan.
Better keep your head up tonight.
Pass back to Doan.
I feel like they're so much faster than the Islanders were.
Briere now with the puck. Sun takes him right out of the play.
Oh, come on. I was.
Doan.
Well, good hit check there.
It's passed back. Shoots. A save.
Want them to be aggressive.
Terminated.
Aggressive on the offense.
Played to Doan. Amant gets the puck up ice. Hit by Briere.
Uh-oh, get back.
Now
Good job forcing them. Back behind the net.
Passed ahead. Amant rings his bell. McGillney. Comberley. I felt that. I really did. Pass to McGillney. Don't grab the loose puck. Mugged by Comberley.
Get out of here.
Don't controlling the puck. Saved by Belfour. Over to Comberley. Play by Briere.
Even though I like the Chikachina as well. China's also a very good one.
Passes over.
Hope the Leafs re-sign Luke Shen. I do too, man. I really liked Luke Shen a lot. And it kind of seemed like he liked being here too.
Now this is
So,
good physical hockey.
like,
did anyone catch the number of that train?
I don't know. I hope that if he resigns for a deal like Giordano, like a 2-year league min, like, oh my God, that would be great. Oh my God, they're just checking. This Coyotes team is physical.
It's a pinball game out there.
Shoots the puck. Save. A shot back by Amante. He feeds to Briere. He sends to Amante. Briere. Amante. Ding dong. Stripped by Sundin.
Oh, what a save, Belfour.
Doing some nice move with the puck. Now Sundin. He moves it ahead. All alone in front.
Oh, man.
Wrists it. Check by Doan. Comberley controlling the puck. Fed up by Doan. Now
I just
Briere.
completely just didn't take the puck with me for some reason.
Shoots. Stop. Sundin gathers in that rebound. Briere throws the puck to Doan. If it gets any hotter, somebody's going to burst into flames. The puck.
I'm just bullying Briere there.
Bam,
All right, he gave it back to me.
Passes it to Doan. Moved to Amante. It's moved back. Cover catches it.
And I am
head down.
bullying Briere.
Hi, Boards. This is my friend Face. This is Boards.
No judges
I love that.
all this hitting.
Played to Amante.
That is such a good line.
It's moved ahead. Played by Mogilny.
Dude, I feel like neither team has like gotten more than 3 shots away. Except for right here. Oh man.
Nobody's
Funny because Luke Shen and James Van Riemsdyk were traded for each other. Handful of years later, they go back to their original teams. Like they never left. Yeah. Shots were 5-2. Hits 38-19. Jesus Christ.
Get ready for more fireworks as we start the second period.
Shots were 5-2. That is hilarious.
Gets the puck on the draw. I guess that's what you'd call the physical component of the game.
Backhand it! Why do you take so long to get the puck after doing that? I felt the need to do that because I really thought that the goalie would poke check.
Picks up the puck. Bumped off the puck. Caberlet moved up to Mogilny.
The hitting's hardcore in this one.
Amante.
Oh, good job by Caberlet coming back there.
By Belfour. Now Mogilny. Sundin takes a shot. Doan now with the puck. Doan moves it up to Amante. Now Doan. Pucks by Sundin. Passes over. Moved up.
That scared me.
Caberlet in front alone. Amante controlling the puck.
What was that dumping?
Sundin picks up the puck.
Keep going. McGillney, why did you stop up and look back? What are you doing there, buddy?
Mugged by Caberlet. With the opening marker.
He wasn't accurate enough with the poke check and really paid for it.
Oh, no. Oh, no. That is tough.
Gets the draw.
All right. That's it.
He moves it back. Set up
Okay,
by
okay,
Doan.
just give me the
Back to
puck.
Doan. How long can they survive this blazing attack?
Really?
Doan throws the to Amante.
Everyone's playing physical tonight.
The shot saved by Burke.
Okay.
Amante, he feeds to Doan. Take his stick and give him a crutch. Mogilny, now Sundin, picked up by Briere. Takes a shot, shot denied.
All right.
Over
We
to
got
Mogilny.
this. I believe in you.
Caberlet. He is destroyed by Briere.
I did not mean to dump it in the corner there, but that's what I did.
By Mogilny. Dump, sending him a ton of love.
Oh, I just completely skated past my man.
Hit that was. Now Caberlet. Mogilny booms one from the hot spot. Saved by Burke. Briere brings the puck up ice.
Why are you so slow, Caberlet? Oh no, that was McGillney.
Puck by Caberlet.
McGillney was slow.
Briere controlling the puck. Delivered by Briere. It's moved back. Played over to Briere. He gets a shot off. Plays it over.
All right.
Played to Mogilny. Sundin. Mogilny. Caberlet. Sundin.
Oh man.
Now Mogilny. Moved up to Sundin.
We were so small he couldn't even
With the
like
one-timer. Up.
knock me down. Okay,
Check by
did
Briere.
there.
Amante
But
picks up
he
the
couldn't
puck.
knock me down the first time. He just
Nails him. The shot
knocked
by
me off the
Burke.
puck.
Now Caberlet. There's the one-timer.
Why didn't he pass it in front?
Skating with the puck.
Why didn't he get control of the
Skating
puck?
with the puck. Intercepted by Doan.
This goalie is
Hand
in the
that
zone.
off the bar.
Passes
I don't even know who the
Amante.
goalie
The
is.
puck by Sundin.
I'm trying to read the name and I can't.
Back to
It's
Briere.
too bad quality.
Played to Doan. Amante.
How did I not pick up the puck? Oh, Belfour. Okay, stop poke checking Briere.
Fires. Now Amante.
No poke checking Briere.
Briere.
Okay, except for that time.
By Belfour. Send
That
up by
time you can poke
Sundin.
check him.
Play broke by Amante. Crash, bang, boom. It's played back.
This one's turned into a hit bonanza.
Why were you shooting at the goalie?
By Mogilny.
You shot at the
Someone's
goalie.
really heating up down there. In front. Fires. Solid stuff. And so ends the second period.
Oh, bro.
Coyotes are playing very smart hockey. They're keeping it.
Yeah, they're playing very smart hockey with only 4 shots on goal. Hits are 61 to 34.
They're now lining up for the third period of action.
Yeah, it does seem like Keith is going to stay. I mean, like I said, it seems like
Briere successful on the draw.
it seems like they're not going to make any changes outside of the general
Just
manager.
runs into a brick wall. Sundin.
Which, like, I don't know.
Briere picks up the puck.
Which, like,
Pass to Amante.
I don't know, man.
To Doan. Belf getting up to
If
speed
you
with the
ask
puck.
me, you know,
Mogilny.
right at the end of the season,
By Amante.
you're like, all right, if you need to make one move, what is it going to be? I would probably say general manager to be the last.
By Caberlet. Mogilny. Gets in front.
I
This
did
has
not
been a punishing
think
game for sure.
the general manager, I did not think Hal Dubas did a bad enough job that he was the one that needed to be replaced and everything else could stay the same, but
Fed up to Sundin.
it does seem like that is what's going to happen.
Now Doan. Sundin.
Just shoot the
Deflected shot.
puck.
Burke takes control of the puck.
What's Burke?
Mogilny was in the right place at the right time for that rebound. Caberlet makes the shot.
Couldn't put it 5-hole.
Pass to Briere. A bit by Sundin.
I tell you, nobody's backing down tonight.
Could this blaze spark a wildfire? Now Sundin fired. Stop. Caberlet.
Oh, Caberlet, bro.
Handled by Burke. Amante over to Briere. Sundin takes him right out of the play. Good save. Sundin pounced on that rebound attempt.
Man, that was
Blasted by
so
Mogilny.
far.
Sundin going up ice with the puck. Pucks by
The
Caberlet.
poke check. You don't want to grab that? The Higsy ball for? Oh, bad turnover. All right, it's okay. We
We're
recovered.
seeing a lot of hits.
All right,
that's
it's
for
okay.
sure.
We can still come back from this.
Mogilny.
Saw that
Shot
last game.
blocked. Now with the puck.
Just hit him.
He always wanted to be a part of a
He's so
ring
small.
game. Well, he just got his wish. Mogilny. Now Sundin. Sent by Doan.
He just decided to go after me instead of going after the puck.
Rings his bell. Caberlet with a beauty from the hot spot. Denied. Plays it over.
There's a lot of bell ringing going on out there.
Man,
Caberlet takes control of the puck. He plays it across. I felt that. I really did. Back to Briere.
Huge
Takes a
block in
shot.
front.
Now Sundin.
John McGillney.
Knock, knock. Who's there? A big, painful body check. Gets alone in front.
Ah.
Mogilny. Cycle to Sundin. Sent up by Doan. It's played ahead. Played to Mogilny.
Shoot it!
Right in front.
Why are you skating away from the puck?
To Doan.
Oh, Sundin,
He gets
bro.
sent to the ice. Sun with the slap shot.
Either
just
I'm seeing
hit me.
double or they're real.
The Cut are now up by 2 goals.
All right.
A stronger defensive
Oh,
strategy might
okay.
have prevented
Go
that
down by
goal.
one. It's fine. Go down by one in the series. All right.
The draw. Caberlet. A tackling hit by Doan.
Just get it, Balfour.
Shot in. Caberlet with the puck. Pass to Mogilny. Sundin. Stopped by Burke.
Like, why you gotta do a 360 no scope on the shot? Just shoot it.
And this guy's ready to burst into flame. Now Mogilny. Picked up by Amante.
Die. Die. Die.
Now
Die.
with the puck. And that's the end of the game.
Ah.
The Cu-
They had 5 shots on goal and scored on 2 of them. Balfour, buddy. Come on. That is awful. That is so bad. All right. So we can go back to boom. There's been no rumors on this. However, do you think the Leafs should try and trade Michael Bunting's rights? I don't see him re-signing. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's re-signing either, so they can get him for something and not just lose him for nothing. Yeah, I mean, I guess I mean it's funny because they're basically in the same situation as they were in with Zach Hyman, right? Where, you know, the Oilers were looking to trade for Hyman's rights, but for some reason Dubas didn't want to, like, because I think Dubas wanted like a 5th, but the Oilers were only willing to trade a 7th, and he just decided not to get anything out of him, which I thought was kind of weird. But yeah, I think they should try. Because, yeah, I don't think the Leafs are re-signing him either. Can you trade in hits? Yes. 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 Pretty sure. I did not do that, though. Don't know why I didn't try, but I just kept with my boys. I basically only played Sundin, McGillney, and Caberlet all season long. Well, I did put Domi in for a couple of games, but it was mostly just ran back the same crew over and over again. But yes, you can indeed trade. How long left do we got until okay, should be starting in like a minute here. Third period. Mew, 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 mew. Ow. Like, sore. Need to stretch it out a little bit, I guess. My prediction, I guess, for this game is already wrong. I did guess it would be 3-1. I think Lee fan said it would be 4-2 for Florida. See if we can go back and see. I think you said it would be 4-2. I don't see it. I wouldn't mind if Michael Bunting came back, however, I think he's going to want a significant pay raise, and the Leafs won't be able to afford him. Yeah, I do too. Also, Leaf fan, if you want, you can get a membership to the channel. It's because Nick, towards the start of the stream, he gifted memberships. If you scroll up, I think to where it has like basically a big green box, and it'll say Nick gifted the Jersey Zone memberships. You should be able to. So yeah, he said that if you click the $sign or accept the gifted member, you should be able to get one. If you want one. I mean, it's up to you. But they're free. It would be free. Since he gifted 10 of them. And I think only 2 were claimed. It's up to you, though. Anyways, third period. Starting. We'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this. Room third. We'll move that back here. And that to there. And boom, bing, that. How close to the cap are the Leafs? I'm not mistaken, they got like, is it like 10 mil right now? But like they still need to sign some guys. Let's see. Yeah, I think like 10 mil. 9. So they're closer to the cap. Yeah, we're starting the third period here. Oh, I should probably set up very slightly. There we go. Got an offside call here. Cousins again was down on the ice. Apparently he got hit hard by Carrier. So record when scoring 3+ goals. The Panthers are 10-0. The Golden Knights are 12-0. Interesting. The Panthers win the draw here, and they try and get it in, but it's blocked there. They have to go back. How the heck is Philly spending more than Toronto? Well, Toronto does have like a lot of guys they need to re-sign. Like obviously they don't have a starting goaltender right now. Like I don't think that is counting against their cap right now. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think that is counting. Like Samsonov is counting against their cap right now. Ooh, Duclair cuts towards the middle and couldn't get a shot away. Oh, a shot from the sideboards. Looking to get a deflection in. Aiden Hill making the save there. Yeah, they're like they don't actually have that much. Here's Mahura with a shot that goes high. Yeah, they don't actually have that much. Once they sign some more guys and everything like that, it'll be a different story. And like actually get their full lineup. Hart is not a starting goaltender. Yeah, he looked so good for a while there. And just I mean, was it Ron Hextall who did, like, if I'm remembering correctly, it was Ron Hextall who didn't want to bring him up and start playing him, and then he got fired, and then they brought him up, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think that's how that worked out. You wanted to kind of keep him down in the lineup. Or, well, not down in the lineup, sorry, but down in the minors for a little bit, and just, you know, continue kind of learning down there before bringing him up to the NHL, and I feel like the rest of the Flyers organization didn't want that, and it kind of seems like maybe that would have been the right move. It's because Chuck Fletcher gave out 8-year deals like they were candy. Yeah. Even though they've only played in 3, I think the Leafs outdoor game jerseys are gorgeous. I do too. I do as well. I mean, the worst one is their Heritage Classic, in my opinion, but I still like it. The only thing that I don't like about it is the arena's text right there, but like just because of the fact that it blends in so much with the background, but apparently that's what they wanted that to happen, but they, like, from what I read, I think it was Dom Lucian that said this, was that the Leafs weren't able to use just the letter T, because that is taken by the Toronto Blue Shirts, so they don't have the copyright for it, I think is the case. And so they aren't able to use just the letter T. And so they put the arenas there and then just made it that dark blue to go with the rest of it. I think that was the reason they did that. But I think it looks bad. I think I would have rathered if they just had the arenas in white like they did for the 100th century game or whatever they called it. Kevin Hayes is getting $7 million. Yeah, it's it was looking good for a little bit there. Kevin Hayes getting $7 million. Like, I mean, to be honest, like from the get-go, like I think a lot of people were like, why did they give Hayes $7 million? But for the first bit, it looked great. Oh yeah, sorry, the Toronto Retinas. They played 4 outdoor, not 3. 2. Oh, 2 and 2 in outdoor games. They played 4? So it's because it's the 2014 Winter Classic, the Stadium Series, the Heritage Classic. What's the other one? Was the Century like the Century game, whenever they called it, was that also outdoors? I don't remember. The other Toronto Retinas jersey? Don't quite remember. 2014 against Detroit, 2017 against Detroit, 2018 Washington, and yeah, 2022 Buffalo. What was the... Oh, that was their centennial. Right. Right. I don't know why I forgot about that game. Yeah, the Centennial Classic. 2017 Centennial Classic. You're right. I don't know why I forgot about that jersey, because I like that jersey. Here's Barkov in deep for Duclair, sends it out front, and Verhaeghe was down in front, couldn't get a shot away. Gudis, that one goes wide. The Panthers can't keep it in the zone here. There's a shot. Stopped by Hill again, but he wasn't able to hold on to that. Trangelo loses his stick, but Eichel will help him out for a moment. It's turned over in the neutral zone, and Reinhart will have to wait for his man to touch up there, so he just flips it in the zone. Now here come the Golden Knights. Is Carrier. Colasar shoots, and that's deflected high. Good stick there by Brandon Montour. Knights keep it in. Here's McNabb. For Waugh, it's this fourth line again for the Golden Knights. Waugh will play it in deep. Carrier on it here. Sends it out front, and that's knocked high. I think it was Bobrovsky maybe with that stick there. And it eventually comes out. Vegas coming in again. Here's Howden. In on. Couldn't get a shot away. McNabb. In deep. Forsling stops up the puck, gives it to Montour, and Reinhart will Get it to Bennett, who will play it in. Panthers will be able to get that change there that they desperately need after a good fourth line shift there by the Golden Knights. Man, I really like this fourth line a lot for the Golden Knights. I really like them a lot. I kind of wish that some of them were on my team. Now it's a lead pass here. Cousins stops up. Waits for some teammates. Gives it over for Tkachuk, but he loses control of it. And Smith will play it in. I just realized something. Leafs are going to have an All-Star Game patch on their jerseys for next season since they're hosting the All-Star Game. Can you make a video reacting to that when they come out? I might. They did already release photos of what the patch is going to look like. Which I can show you right now. So... Oh, I did not mean to click that guy. I meant to click that guy. So here, I don't know, maybe, I don't know if you saw it or not. But, this is what the, oh Jesus. Did not mean to F11 that one. I meant to F11 this. There we go. So that's what the All-Star Game patches are going to look like. Which I think is pretty good. I don't think it'll look great on Leafs jerseys, to be honest, but we'll see. I don't know, maybe they'll look fine. Also, I think I missed a very good chance. I heard Bobrovsky, like, well, the commentary saying Bobrovsky sprawled to get it, so I think I missed a very good chance there, but that's alright. There's Stahl. Gets it to Duclair, and they'll play it out. Who in the censored but yellow and red in it? Yeah. Oh, Duclair couldn't take the shot. Stahl, that one deflects wide. Oh, puck comes up front. Barkov. Oh, he tried to send it to Duclair. He didn't realize that he had a wide open net. He just took the shot. He had a very good chance at the goal there. Oh, now it's chipped out front. It's a 2-on-1. Barbashev! Stopped by Bobrovsky. He couldn't get a good shot away, but still got one. Now Whitecloud scores! Zach Whitecloud! Wow. That's not one that you're expecting to score. So 2 defensemen for the Golden Knights, hey? So here's the save by Bobrovsky. Oh, yeah, that's a great double pad stack by Bobrovsky. And then there's the 2-on-1. It's deflected a little bit. And it's a great pass back to the point. And Whitecloud just waits until Duclair's right into the eyes of Bobrovsky. That's a really good job by Whitecloud, waiting to get around the man at the line and waiting for Duclair to get into the eyes. It's 100% of the shots you don't take, yeah. I mean, that is a good job just putting the puck on goal there. And it's a penalty coming up to the, maybe, yeah, it looks like Nicholas Waugh is going to go to the box here. So the Panthers will get a power play to maybe even this one up. But Zach Whitecloud puts the Golden Knights up by 1. Matthews jersey, Marner jersey, and Tavares jersey. Which core Leaf should I get next? Riley or William Nylander? Well, it depends on what you care about. If you care about having current players on your jersey, I would go with Riley, because Riley's definitely going to be here. Like, it's more certain that Riley's going to be here for longer than Nylander. I mean, they might still be around the same time, but, you know, obviously Riley just signed his deal, so he'll be here for certain. But for just liking players, I'll go Nylander. I just like Nylander more. But yeah, you could also. I was just about to say, James, you could also wait, especially with next season. Like, I think I'm gonna hold off on buying a lot of jerseys this year, just because, unless I do find like good sales on them, because like the off season next season, like that's when it ticks over to Fanatics taking over. And I think there are going to be a lot of jerseys going on sale then, and it's going to be some good deals at that point. And they'll also be in the prime green as well, just because they want to kind of get rid of them. Obviously, get that new Fanatics stuff in. So yeah, I would wait personally. You get yours from Cool Hockey Summer Sales. That is fair. I don't really buy from Cool Hockey anymore. Where's the best place to look for jerseys on sale, and when should we look? The best place, honestly, like it's always the thing is like, so you basically always, what I do is I look constantly basically at for jersey sales. I do have a video on this, but I want to redo the video actually this summer. It's one of the jerseys, or it's one of the videos that I want to redo in the summer here. But basically, like, I have a whole bookmark folder where I have all of these sites, like, the NHL shop, the like Adidas store, Hockey Authentic, and then other places as well. And I just constantly check them. The summer is usually the best time to look for those types of deals. That's usually when a lot of jerseys go on sale. I know Adidas is having a summer sale right now. If you're American, Adidas is having one. And there's been a couple of others as well. But honestly, like, the best bet is just to basically constantly check those sites, really, to be honest. If you do want to like look, like, if you do want to search on my channel, like, I do have that video. Like I said, it's a little outdated, more in the sense of like, the main reason that I want to redo my video that I did is, one, because I don't think like, it was one of the first videos that I did, so I don't think my commentary was very good, or like my speaking was very good. Not like it's much better now. But it's also because, like, I really praised Cool Hockey in that video, and my opinion on Cool Hockey has changed quite a bit since then, and it's one of the main reasons why I want to redo that video. Not like Cool Hockey is a terrible place, but I don't love going to Cool Hockey anymore. But yeah, I honestly, like, next summer is going to be a ton of jersey sales, just because they're switching to Fanatics the year after, and that's when they're going to try and get rid of all of their jerseys. Yeah, trade deadline is also a really good time to look. Basically, anytime a player is traded, it's a really good time to look for jerseys, because as long as they're big name players, like, when Patrick Laine got traded, when O'Reilly got traded this year, when they're like those big name players that are basically like going to have their jerseys already made, that's a really good time to look for jerseys as well. Got one of my Matthews jerseys for $100. Oh yeah, in winners, that's good. Right, goalpost jersey is definitely gonna be on sale. I don't know, man. He's so good, though. Right goalpost is just unbelievable. I think he's gonna stay. Oh man, there's a player knocked down in front. The shot just goes wide, and Brovsky holds on, and now they're calling the cross check. I feel like that was maybe a little bit late. But yeah, like the I mean, honestly, the best places to look for jerseys is like, eBay and Facebook Marketplace, Kijiji, you know, Depop, basically all those those like third party sellers. However, you do basically have to know, like obviously, if the jersey is fake or not. You basically have to be able to tell if you care about that type of stuff. Obviously, is the main thing. Because if you don't want to buy a fake jersey, those sites are littered with fake jerseys. So you have to be very, very careful. But like 90% of the jerseys that I've bought is through eBay, is through, you know, Kijiji, stuff like that. But that's because like I already know like what is a fake jersey and what is not. So like I can very easily tell, like honestly half the time I can tell by just like the little thumbnail if a jersey is fake or not. Like most of the time it's pretty easy. But if you don't know what you're looking for, then it becomes a little bit more difficult for sure. Timing also has to do with it. Like Flyers jerseys and Flyers and Jets are changing their jerseys, so they're going to be on sale. Yeah, for sure. Like the like main thing with getting jerseys for cheap is timing, 100%. And patience. Timing and patience. As long as you just wait and wait, you'll probably find the jersey that you want on sale eventually. For me, like the one that I've been waiting on is the Leafs reversible jersey. I've been wanting that jersey since it came out, but I don't want to pay full price for it. So I have been waiting for it to go on sale. And I know I will find it on sale eventually at some point, but I'm not paying $200 for that one. I'm a big dude, so most of my jerseys are extra large. Yeah, that's almost helpful in a way though, because I feel like the sizes that go the fastest are like the 50s and 52s. So like it's almost good in a way because like they don't go as quickly, but they also don't stock as many extra larges as well. I mean, I have the same issue where I like the extra smalls and extra smalls because I'm that short. But they very rarely stock those, and like, or like very limited stock with those ones, and sometimes they don't even stock them at all. Like I know Sport Check doesn't stock those; they only do the smalls. Never thought this is how I'd use my business degree. That is fair. Wow, I don't know how Barkov did not get a penalty there. He was basically holding the stick of March's, so no call on the play. I mean, basically the only reason they didn't call that is because Vegas is already on the power play, and it's my most expensive poster. That is good. Yeah, that's fair. That's right. That Tampa jersey right there is my most expensive poster because that's basically what it is. I think I've worn that jersey twice. I think I've only worn that jersey twice. And I've had it for like I think 2 years now. Or it's almost 2 years, that's for sure. I know I got it in 2021. It's been a year and a half to 2 years. Oh, that shot blocked in front by Gudis. It looked like maybe took a bite out of him. When I bought my Toronto Maple Leafs Phil Kessel jersey, I got it for sale because Phil Kessel was traded to the Penguins. Yeah, it's always a very good time to look for jerseys when they go on sale. But yeah, I think when I do redo that video of where to buy jerseys. You know, I'm definitely gonna go through all of that, like the best time to buy, where, like, how to look, and everything like that. I think I'm gonna structure it a little bit differently as well. Because yeah, there's obviously a lot of different ways to kind of go about it, but that power play is done. No shots on goal for the Golden Knights, but here's a shot there by Stone. It's gloved by Bob. Defensive zone draw here for the Golden Knights. Carlson to take the draw against Barkov here. Barkov will win it. Carlson tried to dive and get it, but unable to do so. Now here's Duclair. Sends it over to Verhaeghe, but it jumps over his stick, and now Golden Knights come the other way. Carlson. Centering pass. Amadio tried to pass it back, but it went off a skate. Now it's in the corner here. Barkov will pick it up. Here's Brandon Montour. He'll get to the red line and put it in. Golden Knights trying to make sure they don't spend too much time in their own zone here, as there's only 7 minutes left to go in the third, and they're up by 1 goal. Shots are 31-26 in favor of the Panthers. That's actually pretty surprising. The Panthers are usually a team that kind of get dominated in almost every metric, but tend to win the game either way. But here they are at least favored in the shots on goal column. That one by Gudis will add to that as well. What AHL jerseys do you want to get for your collection? For me, it's the Wolfpack. Because it's based on the 2014 Stadium Series. For me, I really want the Abbotsford Canucks. That is the one that I've really been eyeing. Because I want a Johnny Canuck jersey. And I know, Vancouver obviously did their reverse retro, and I like the reverse retro a little bit more than I used to, like when it first came out, but I still prefer the older version of Johnny Canuck, and I just like the way that the jersey looks a little bit better. So I really want an Abbotsford Canucks jersey. It's one I've really been looking to get. White Lehigh one is pretty sweet. Let me see. Lehigh Valley. Oh, here's a chance in front. Oh, Howden couldn't jump on that. All right, Phantoms. Stone scores! Mark Stone. Maybe I should have waited to try and look up the white one. White jersey. Oh, yeah. That is a nice jersey. Let's see. I did not pay attention to this goal. My apologies. Definitely probably should have been looking at the game. So here's Tkachuk trying to clear it here. And that's knocked down by Stone, but it's high in the air. So yeah, Stone knocks it down and then immediately shoots it. I think it's going to be high. I think they might call that one back. Yeah. So they're challenging it here. And I think that's probably I think it's above his shoulders. So yeah, Stone knocks it down. The thing is he's kind of leaning, but oh, I almost want them to stop it there. I want them to freeze frame it, because there it looks so over his shoulder, but on the Other one, it looked a lot closer. Dylan actually played shortstop for the Blue Jays in offseason. Yeah, I don't know how he knocked that down so easily. But, like, he knocked it down and shot it, like, so quickly. Wow, they say no high stick. They're calling it a goal. I'm actually shocked it took that quickly. Holy crap. I'm very, very surprised that, so yeah, they do call it a goal. Vegas is going to get a power play here as well. I mean, that's tough for Paul Maurice here. Because, you know, you're either... It's a pretty big swing if you are able to win that. And, I mean, if you don't win that challenge, like, you know, or if you don't challenge that at all, you're down by 2 with 6 minutes left. That's pretty hard to come back from. But if you win it, then you really have a good chance. I don't know. It's kind of tough. Who was the better head coach for the Leafs, Randy Carlyle or Mike Babcock? I would say Randy Carlyle. Just because from everything that I've heard about Mike Babcock. I mean, if you're looking about it, you know, I think it's hard to compare the two because the team that Randy Carlyle had, it's a lot different than Mike Babcock. Results-wise, Mike Babcock, but I think if I had to have either one of those coaches again, I would say Carlisle. I think the NHL should do what the MLB does, where you can have 2 minutes to review and make a call on challenges. I think that slows the game down a little bit too much, in my opinion. Because if I'm understanding it correctly, because I don't watch baseball, like you're saying that the coach would have 2 minutes to determine whether or not they want to make the challenge. Is that what you're saying? Because yeah, I don't watch MLB, so I don't know. That's offside there. As we're coming up on the final 5 minutes of play here. Oh, the refs get 2 minutes. Okay, I like that. I like that because that speeds up the game. Okay. Yeah, I think that would be because like the thing is if you can't determine like whether it's one way or the other in the 2 minutes, then just say it's inconclusive and go with the call on the ice. Like, I don't think that they can just, you know, easily, like I wouldn't want them to just, stop with the challenges, because obviously there's some times where it's so obvious, but with the ones that are so close, oh, and that's a good save by Bobrovsky. With 5 seconds left here to go in the power play. Mark Stahl trying to punch Mark Stone there. Stevenson getting some shots. Kachuk slashing and punching Haig there. Yeah, in MLB there has to be enough evidence to overturn the call. Yeah, like... Oh, Kachuk just punches Haig, who was basically, like, headlocked by Stahl. And Eichel trying to get back at Kachuk. And this is exactly what Florida does. If they know they're going to lose the game, which they do at this point. I mean, it's not technically completely away from Florida, but, you know, they're just trying to get some shots in on Vegas here. Man. Haig is just trying to break three, and Bennett giving a shot at Haig as well after the whistle. Give him another thumbs up, Haig. Come on, another thumbs up. So yeah, that's another. I mean, Haig just got 2 shots against him when he basically had both of his arms pinned, like no way to defend himself. The series is going to be a bloodbath. Yeah, I mean, like, this is what the Panthers do if they're losing, right? I mean, it's what you do in the playoffs. If you know you're losing, like Matthew Tkachuk isn't going to get suspended for that, even though, and Bennett isn't going to get suspended for that, even though Haig is doing absolutely nothing at all. Like in the first one, Haig has an arm around his neck and one of his arms pinned by, I think that was Mark Stahl. Tkachuk knows that he can't defend himself. He still gives him a shot. He knows he's not getting suspended for it. There's 4 minutes left in this game. You take a penalty. Who gives a shit? Like, it doesn't matter. You're like, Florida basically feels like this game is done. So they're just basically trying to rile up the Golden Knights here, try and hurt them a little bit. One thing I've noticed is that teams that make Cinderella runs, as the 2006 Oilers, 2017 Golden Knights, 2020 Canadiens, usually lose in the Cup Finals. In most cases, yeah. But then you also have the 2012 Kings as well. Panthers are the definition of, if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. (2010 Flyers). Hey, I mean, we didn't hate, or at least I didn't hate Boston that much in 2010. Yeah. Paul Maurice is asking what's the call. He has no idea he doesn't know what the call is, so I think he needs another guy in the box there. I wanted Boston to win in 2013 because the Boston Marathon thing. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I didn't because of the Leafs thing. So, but I don't blame you. How crazy would it be if the NHL restarted with a fantasy draft? That would be awesome. I mean, obviously they're never ever gonna do it because fans of some teams would be pissed, but that would be sweet. I do really hate that whole thing though. Like I really hate the fact that Tkachuk and Bennett can just throw punches at defenseless players, and get literally zero punishment for it at all. Like maybe they're gonna get a fine for it. It's possible. But like they don't care about a $5 or $5,000 fine. Like that's nothing to them. $5,000 to Bennett and Tkachuk specifically is absolutely nothing to him. So he doesn't care if he gets a fine. Like he'll take that in a heartbeat. And it's just like at the same time, like I get it, like you can't really suspend a guy for that. Like it's kind of difficult, but like man, it's just I personally hate it. Like I find it's just chicken behavior in my opinion. Like they know they're getting like they're not going to get disciplined for it whatsoever, or nothing that matters. And I really don't like it. I think it's annoying. Yeah, the fines the NHL gives is like literally a drop in the bucket. And I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the fines like are just like, I don't know, like yeah, like they don't affect 99% of the players. Like Tkachuk is not going to care about a $5,000 fine. Oh, and that just deflected wide. I don't think the fans would like the fantasy draft because all the fans' favorite players would not be on their favorite teams. Yeah. I do think Arizona Coyotes would be supportive of a fantasy draft. Yeah, for sure. Arizona fans would love a fantasy draft. Well, basically, all of the teams that suck would like a fantasy draft. Yeah, so Ekblad gives a slash to Pietrangelo. Oh, Smith kind of getting in the way of Reinhart there. Wow. Riley Smith with a... Kind of surprised that wasn't called. Maybe the Yotes would draft right goalpost. Could use a goalie. That puck is going to get cleared. There's the Golden Knights will be on the power play for basically the rest of the game here. You know, they have 2 minutes and 25 seconds of power play in the 2 minutes and 49 seconds left in the game. So basically the rest of the game here, it's a little bit of a little unfortunate because it's kind of anticlimactic, which was a from what I thought, a very good game. It was very close, but honestly, like I still feel like Florida had a chance to come back. Oh, a breakaway feed. Here's Reinhart coming in, makes a move, and a good save by Hill. Doing the splits and making a great save. So Bobrovsky is now on the bench here. So Florida is still kind of going for it. Here's Verhaeghe, gets his stick lifted, and Riley Smith will score on the empty net. And that will seal the deal for sure. So Vegas is going to come away with game one here. I really don't understand. I really don't understand why both Tkachuk and Bennett did what they did. This is a really good save by Aiden Hill just to spread out. But like, yeah, like there's 4 minutes left in the game, and you're down by 2, and you're just coming off the power play or the penalty kill. Like, you have time. Yeah, you have time to score 2 goals. Yeah, it's not likely, but you have time. And if you want to do the rough stuff, like, you could literally wait until after the game. Like, so I don't get why they did it at the 4-minute mark there. I think that was a stupid move by Tkachuk and Bennett, in my opinion. Like, they cost them a chance at the game, for sure. Or Connor McDangle Willie. Sure seemed like the Edmonton Oilers would... Yeah, the Oilers would be hard against the fantasy draft for sure. Florida kind of went balls out at the end. Yeah, and I just don't know why they did, though. Like, they it's unlikely, sure, to score 2 goals in 4 minutes, but it's not like the Panthers haven't done something like that before. Like, they've done that in these playoffs. They can score, like, they're very good at scoring quick goals. And, like it's not like they're not a team that can score quickly and really capitalize on those chances. And I just don't understand why they did it so early. 20 seconds left here to go. Vegas will just clear it there. Yeah, they've had numerous clutch goals in the playoffs. Yeah, you're right. Like they've had plenty of they're a very clutch team. And so I personally don't get why they would do it at the 4-minute mark. But Vegas is going to go ahead and take game 1 in the series. Aiden Hill with 30 stops. And he looked fantastic. He had that unbelievable save in the second period. Just absolutely gorgeous paddle save. And, I mean, it was kind of a huge difference in this game for sure. That definitely could have changed the momentum in Florida's favor. But he made the save. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, like, I think if Florida wanted to do that rough stuff, wanted to do all of that, they should have done it. They should have waited, in my opinion. Wait until like the 2-minute or the 1-minute mark, and then start doing that type of stuff. Don't wait until, or don't do it at 4 minutes when you still have a chance to come back. I don't know. That's just my, especially when it's 2 of your best players, or like some of your best players in Kachuk and Bennett, who have been very good in these playoffs. Like, I don't know. They basically just conceded game 1 at that point. Basically, all the contending teams would be against the fantasy draft, and all of them would be for. Yeah, for sure. Florida's now 0-1 when Marshmallow plays. Did Marshmallow play tonight? I may have missed that. But anyways, I think that is gonna do it for me. That's gonna do it for tonight. I don't know if I will do game 2 or not. Oh, pregame concert. I see. When is game 2? Game 2 is on Monday. We'll have to see. I'm not too sure if I'll do game 2 or not, but I definitely will get a video out probably before then. I think tonight I'm gonna record my ranking of the Stanley Cup jersey matchups, because that's been a pretty big discussion in this year. A lot of people say that they really don't like the jersey matchup for this year, so I'm gonna probably go ahead and take a look at all of those, and maybe do that video tonight for tomorrow morning. But I think top 5 in fantasy would be McDavid, McCarr, Matthews, Draisaitl, and McKinnon. Yeah, something around there, for sure. Something like that, for sure. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to head out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Thanks again to Nick for those gifted subscriptions. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.